What is up, everyone? How we doing? Happy Thursday, I think it is. This week has gone pretty fast. All right, what's good, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to the live stream. I'm IAnthonyD. It's good to see your beautiful faces. Dominic, William, Finn, how is everybody? Museum mode with an optional offline mode that supports play modes for victim and family would be really dope. Listen, I think there's a good possibility we hear about museum mode. It's a lore stream, right? So they're gonna focus in a lot on the characters. So there's a possibility we hear about the new characters, but the museum mode is a lot about lore in the franchise. So maybe we get a little tease. Maybe we get a mill tease. Pun, what's up, man? Chris, what's up, dude? All right, let's say what's up to Calf. Hello, sir.
Hello, how you doing?
Good. How are you? Are you ready? Community Dev Stream Day?
Yeah. It's been a busy day. I had an exam today.
How'd that go?
And I'll find. Oh, it's spring break, so now I won't find out until another week and a half.
Damn. Well, it's break time, so that's nice.
Not really. She gave me a homework and a project to do today.
Dude, I hate that.
Yeah, I do too. Like a full-on project. Ugh.
Eternal, what's up, dude?
Thanks for the donation. You're
William
safe for
Parker
now.
just super
William?
chatted with 5. They said,
Oh wait, Anthony, you know what just popped in my head?
What?
I got Sonny and Julie 3.
Nice. So everyone's level 3, or who you got next?
No, Danny. Danny's 2.
Oh.
And someone took them from me, so. I just want to play the goat.
So many
Julie.
new victims.
William with the big $5 bomb.
Specifically
Thank you,
not
sir. An absolute legend. How are you, man? How's the family? But after Danny, you're done?
For victims.
Bro, I just went to shake my shaker cup, and the lid was
And-
open.
And no.
No joke. I just covered my entire desk with GFUEL.
Known only as the terror of I-40.
Can you say your desk is now sponsored by GFUEL?
Oh my god, dang it, dude.
Is it in your keyboard?
No. I luckily shaped it to like the side.
Billy Jasper of Winslow,
Oh,
Arizona,
Connor always
claims
ready
he
in
likely had an encounter with
Mother
the
trucker.
that
Here, be one sec.
over a year ago.
No,
Jasper says
don't
a young
leave
woman in
me.
her 20s
Talk to the people.
approached his home seeking water and
There's a Bobby, Nancy, and Johnny. How are we getting on, guys? We're on Nancy's house. Walk me through the steps, people. What do I do? How do I survive? Oh god, Danny's AFK too. GFUEL professional, am I right? Am I dead?
I think I am. I'm still in my ropes and I hear a chainsaw.
Well, we can't kill you in the ropes.
Oh, I have the... Oh, I am actually dead? He's hitting me? I have the bug. I door
You got
slammed
a
him.
bug.
I have the bug where I have 0 perks.
Did you equip perks?
Yeah, I swear. It's like yeah, I can't even hit tab or anything. Bubba, I need you to give me like 2 seconds, brother, please.
I'm dead. I'm actually. Let's go! I can get me to the wall.
Oh, you're Julie?
I'm bleeding. Yeah, no. Are you leaving?
Yeah.
You both can't be bleeding, man.
I'm not even gonna know when I can
I focus on healing.
when I can shoulder. Damari, how we doing?
Well,
GFUEL
you can
professional.
shoulder- You can shoulder now.
I can? Okay, cool. So this
I'm-
sucks.
If I get looked at, I'm dead. I need HP. I'm about to bleed out, actually.
Let me get my cam back.
It's Bobby, Nancy, Johnny. Anthony, I'm going to bleed out. I need healing.
Where are
So
you?
low. Right in front of you. On the other side of the table.
Oh. Oh, hey.
Stop!
Sorry.
Stop!
Sorry. I just wanted to say hey. There's normal. Oh, right out here. There's usually healing. I don't see it though.
Bobby, no!
No, Bobby, no.
I was working on. I'm dead. Jesus Christ! Oh my god! Johnny's in the basement.
Oh, I found healing.
I did too.
Oh,
I
okay.
also found something else.
Oh,
I found Johnny Boy.
dude, this sucks.
Dude, I did not. They must have experienced stalkers or something. I did not hear this man until I was already dead.
Hey, Johnny.
I must have out on my shit.
I can't tell what my stamina's at, my health's at.
Here, I'll just narrate everything for you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Your full stamina, full HP.
Okay, cool. This has been happening to me a lot. Oh my god, man. Scared the shit out of me.
You're out of no self.
Oh, dope. And I just immediately died?
What?
Cool.
How?
Alright, warm up game?
How did you lose to Johnny?
I don't know. Happened. I don't know where I'm at. Damari, how you doing? Campbell, how you doing?
Hey, Pon, how you doing?
Ready for the dev stream? Me too.
You wanna back up?
Any map is bit. Oh, yeah, we can. Okay, that was chaotic. But that bug's been happening to me a lot, actually.
Never even had this bug before.
I think what it has to do is
Thanks for the
someone
donation.
like
You're safe now, but I'll see you
like
soon.
loading in after you or something like that. But
Riddler just donated
Riddler?
323.
I already know what's gonna
They
say.
said
Check it.
Check it, loser.
Damn it.
Loser. How? That's mean.
But when I get it as Leatherface, I'm like invisible for a little bit, and it's been happening a lot recently. Michelle, good to see you. Damn it, Pun. All right, the lid's closed this time. Hardcore mode, pretty much. Russell, it'll be on Gun's official stream, and then we'll be reacting to it live as well at 3 p.m. when it goes live. But it'll be on Gun's Twitch.
So, I don't know. I know you know this, but I don't think the people in the chat know this. The epic game called Final Fantasy VII Rebirth just came out, and it's beautiful.
You liking it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Although I'm still in the demo, or the demo covered the entirety of Chapter 1, and I'm still in Chapter 1.
Okay. It's super long, I bet, right?
The Chapter 1 it took me an hour and 40 minutes to get through it during the demo.
Hey, we're at Slaughterhouse?
You need to think about it, just a free hour, 20-30 minute demo
Yeah.
of just.
The good life.
And then what the best part is, like a week and a half later, they released a second part to that demo. Damn.
What type of abilities would be useful for future victims?
They can kick. I don't know.
That's a tough one.
It's like Cleveland's tackle, but it's a leg.
I was talking about this earlier, but like something to do with healing would be cool. Like if one victim could always like heal someone on a cooldown, like that was their ability.
Yeah.
A crafting ability would be cool.
Crafting.
Like you know how Sissy goes to her little benches to make the poison.
Oh yeah.
What if a victim could go to that bench and make something?
Huh.
I don't know what they would make, but
You know what? You just have this stoner character and just have him get high mid-match. Damage reduction.
it's a lore stream, so I think they will mention the new family and victim and explain their lore as well. I hope so. It'll be cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
Laser eyes. All right, Pun, you want to give a victim laser eyes?
Oh, hey, I don't know if you remember this, but remember that like Dark Souls boss I was telling you about that's in Final Fantasy VII Remake?
Yeah.
Last night I beat it. Attempt number 4, I think.
Okay, nice. Was it as hard as you thought?
Yes.
We're screwed this
But what
match.
it
Why do you say
was-
that?
Huh? I'm sorry?
Internal said we're screwed this match.
Well,
Laser ears? I'm
out.
down with that.
Authorities to recall all meat sold through these Elverson meatpacking
So-
facility outside Coleman, which in turn led to the arrest
I'm
of
just so
plant
happy I got that
supervisor
super
Justin
Dark
Austin.
Souls evil mini boss, secret
40-year-old Austin
ultimate boss
admitted
out of the
some
way.
the ground chucks
Like
produced by
the day
facility
at
had
12
become
hours before the game dropped.
Nice.
to have fallen into the processing.
I'm taking that one to the grave,
Mr.
guys.
Austin did not halt production nor notify city health.
Rip. Nah, we got this.
You know what made him so hard?
What?
He would insta-kill the party whenever he felt like it.
Okay, that sounds a little OP.
It is. And what I figured out, there's an ability in the game called Reprieve that certain weapons have. That if you take fatal damage, you'd be left with 1 HP.
Okay.
And there's a second item called an auto revive earrings, where if you died, you would auto revive.
Oh my god.
Hold up, Connie. Hold up, Connie. That was chaos.
What Leatherface goes towards North Swords like that?
This one, Connie.
Yeah, this guy's on me.
Then can you keep him on you?
Yeah, I got him at Bone Room right now, currently.
That's for who now?
I'm just gonna have to keep him between Bone Room and Red Room. He's heading towards... Oh, he's down in Bone Room?
Bone room's open. I might be dead here.
Don't die,
Oh, I'm dead.
please.
Please.
Put Grandpa to sleep without stabbing him? Like nursery rhyme?
Oh, bone room's open, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out of it. Central time, I'm not sure. It's 3 p.m. EST, so whatever that it's like in 30 minutes pretty much.
I'm in danger! I am the danger.
No cook, so I think I'm
Sorry.
gonna push sliding
Don't
door.
mind me. I'm just having a schizophrenic moment.
Oh my god, brother.
Fuse is open? Nice.
I'm fighting Johnny in holding pin.
If you want to find it, I'll just get knowledge then. Facility. Okay, thank you.
Seems safe enough.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, well, we'll be reacting to it live here when it goes up. Bro, why do these fuckers keep finding me every 2 seconds?
They're hacking.
Of course.
Filthy
I'm going
hackers.
back down.
Anthony, so Chaos is doing the fuse box. If you he opened it. I just need a fuse and enough study, and I'll study it.
Okay. Alrighty.
All right, I've got enough knowledge. I'm coming up. I got 40. Someone, I hear banging. Are you okay?
I'm fighting Sissy in tool storage.
Oh, you'll win.
Oh my god, dude. Why do I keep losing these struggles? Is that suffocating grip? It's gotta be.
How do you... Anthony, you're leaving.
I know, it's the second time. It's gotta be suffocating grip. And I'm just falling into their trap.
Well, I have a fuse. If I can get distant and just whatever.
Maybe they're gonna talk about Chop Top because the last time they talked about him, they were talking about him, and that was a month ago. So he'll join the game. That would be cool. That'd be huge.
That would be amazing. Yeah, that would be huge.
Anna made
Why
it
is
into
my head so
facility.
big?
Your head's so big. Oh. Yeah, Chris, it's
Bobby's
suffocated grip
camping.
for sure.
Bobby's camping.
And I'm just falling into it.
Well, here's the thing. She's the weakest family member, and you lost. What
Yeah,
are you
and I
doing?
had like 85% health.
Oh. Okay, I'll
Anna's
say
in
the,
trouble on tool storage. Got 2 of them on her.
Okay.
Oh, Johnny's coming. Johnny's coming.
Fuse.
Anna's pretty much dead.
Fuse is in. I couldn't study it though.
I would love to for Chop Top to join TCM. I want to see him interact with Hitchhiker. Yeah, that would be cool. The voice lines alone would be cool.
Wait, I don't know who's Chop Chop again?
He's in the second film. He's pretty much like a nasty Hitchhiker.
Is Hitchhiker not in the second film?
No, Hitchhiker dies in the first movie.
What?
He gets hit by a truck.
Fuck that off. That's nothing.
I'm pretty sure he like I think his body like explodes or just like gets mangled.
Chaos, this movie is like 40 years old. Shut up. What do we do here? Oh no. Oh no. You need a dunce captain, man.
Favorite TCM character ever. He's dope. Yeah.
Wait, what? I'm stuck in the ladder.
The lore of Johnny losing his shirt. Now we're talking.
I can't see. I am struggling. So don't grapple, Sissy.
No, probably not.
Chaos run. Chaos run. I am so sorry. What are you doing down here? Go to the... Go. She chose me. Go to the crawl space. Oh, they're communicating.
Chaos is opening North Storage right now.
Where am I going? Go through the come on, Danny. Take your dear sweet time. Let's go. There isn't a crazy cracked out woman. Oh, the door's gone. She is cracked out, right? Like that's her thing.
Yeah.
Imagine not having wireframe.
He's got something better, dude. A Bobby.
Yeah. Oh. Where's your Bobby now?
Yeah, it's just his corpse, I think.
Oh my god! I didn't see anything. Oh, she has serrated too. Here we go again. Oh no!
Slam it.
I thought you were just...
Oh god.
I ran out of stamina. You know, Danny's an awful character, like absolute effed.
Uh-oh, Chaos isn't doing any better right now. Oh, Bubba stalled. Very good.
What?
Yeah, you can't get him off the ladder. You should just push facility red door with your
Oh,
ability.
wait, fuse is in. Just put the things on and turn it on.
Oh yeah, probably better.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Never mind, this guy's gonna ruin your day.
He's just sitting there. Oh, that damage is insane.
TCM3 Leatherface with the like the metal leg thing would be pretty cool. Hearing that in game. Yeah, he has like a metal brace on and it makes like this cool like sound as he's chasing them.
Cool.
Dave, what's up, man?
That's it.
Absolutely, man. That'd be amazing. Rotten treats, really? I didn't know that. That's dope.
How sharp is this razor blade?
Super sharp. And Bubba stop. Or turn it off.
But that was the turn off things.
John, what's up, man?
That was a wash.
Yeah. It's a
Warm up,
rough
right?
games, it feels like.
Warm up, warm up. Just
Yeah,
calm down,
exactly.
calm down.
And their 2024 catalog. Okay, that's pretty dope.
Oh, chop top or what? Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about like a figure you can buy.
Oh. Okay.
I want museum mode a bit more. It depends on what it's like. Yeah, I'm interested to see how that plays out.
Me too. But I voted for a new survivor. For, yeah, victim.
You want new survivor info?
Yeah.
I also want to see the map, the new map too.
Yeah.
I want it all.
I mean, like, museum mode's cool and all, but I'd much rather have the gameplay thing, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm not that much of a TCM fan, I guess. I just like chainsaws and chopping people in half.
Yeah.
Michelle just donated 40, they say.
Are you crazy, Michelle? With a $40 bomb? Dude, you don't get me crying,
we're going
bro.
against the same...
Michelle, truly, thank you so much.
Johnny.
Please drop some hype for her, guys.
Gosh, that is, I think...
Absolute legend. Michelle, truly, thank you.
Anthony, you want to see a magic trick?
Yeah. Wait. Wait. They all leave.
I've never used tier 3 Sunny yet. Okay, tell me. Is my skill tree good? Are you ready for this?
Wait, what do you do?
Mr. Sunny main is, you know, guide me. Is my skill tree good? Are you ready?
Yeah.
The shorter cooldown for my ability starts recharging by 1 second. The 25% increased range, and all-knowing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I got.
Okay. Stop copying me. Better not let me down, man.
Camera skin? Wait, what do you mean by camera skin? Like one with the camera around his neck or something?
Remains of an unidentified
Got a
male
4K as Nancy? Ghosty, you legend, bro.
163 in Southwest Texas. A Cedar Canyon resident
Dave, that would be
was
cool.
on the scene while hunting early yesterday.
And then you could have some
Where-
crazy voice lines about like Maria and all that.
Approximately the same location
Yeah.
where 2 females
But here's the real question. Where is Chop Top in,
strangled to death.
you know,
Although the cases have
in TCM1 if he's not in...
I believe he's in Vietnam. I think that's what they.
What?
Yeah, I think that's what they say in the film. Russell, what's up, my man? Hey, Anthony, what slasher film would you like to see get a game? There's some good ones, man. I mean, I always think about Hatchet because Hatchet is like super brutal, like F-13, and like the lore around him and all the swamp and all that just fits a video game. But I think it's maybe not as well known to be a popular video game. But Halloween, Scream, those are the easy answers. F-13 Part 2, I'd be really dope with. Wait,
If
you're probably
it's like the same gameplay loop as like the first Friday the 13th game, I would be so happy.
the same gameplay loop, but just like way more detailed and immersive, and maybe rework stealth.
Yeah, this still... Oh, Johnny's in the basement.
Damn it!
I'm gonna open up furnace and get out. Move. You're leaving, right?
Bubba, yeah, Bubba's coming this way.
Cover me.
Bubba's coming this way.
Cover me.
I don't know if I can. I'm stabbing. Ow! Bro, fucking. Oh, Johnny's here. Damn it, he just ruined my day. Ooh.
Oh, wait, Boneroom's already open, Anthony.
Nice. Oh my god, I'm dead. He is serrated.
Oh my god. All I'm knowing is...
Bro, the shoulder didn't register. Alright, this game's pissing me off. I'm trash.
Are you dead?
Yeah. Michelle with the gifted, and it went to excessive. Hell yeah. Michelle, you're going... What's going on, dude? Thank you so much. And I'm over here dying in 2 seconds. I feel so bad.
This is what all knowing's supposed to do. I got someone there. I'm just staying here.
Pretty much. You can map out your stuff. Johnny just wants a hug. Bro, hugs too hard.
Oh, there's a glitch.
God, I'm throwing. Oh, they just tweeted out.
yeah,
We
I
will be
noticed.
live in 30 minutes for our lore stream. I will be there, dude.
No. How does he know? How
He also has the all-knowing ability.
The all-knowing Jack. Go through the.
Is it just me, or since he taking his shirt off, he's like way more deadly?
What did he?
Oh god!
How did he know I was there?
This might be some of our worst games ever.
And now Bubbles coming straight down. Michelle's dead. No, they're both right
Michelle's an
there.
absolute legend, guys. Oh, did they raise the volume of his saw or something?
I don't know.
I swear it's gotten louder. William with the gifted, and it went to Ghosty.
It's amazing.
Dude, huge shout out to William and Michelle for all the kindness they're showing. I don't know what's going on, but thank you guys so much.
So, how did Johnny know who was there? He just came around the corner and started swinging at me.
I don't know, he's a madman.
And then I went through the cross space. He was already on the other side of it, ready to kill me.
And we're getting Slaughterhouse over and over. It's just fucking kicking our ass, dude.
No, it's miserable.
Alright, I gotta put on a different jacket. That's what's wrong, I think.
It's the jack.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, I see you. I see you. Let's go.
That's why his metal plate's there, yeah.
So, first game on.
Exactly. His saws become more annoying. Yeah, I swear, like when they added the swapping, like they accidentally messed the sound up. Now it's even louder. William, my man. You guys just don't understand how like thankful and grateful I am to have you guys here. Like that's crazy.
Rick jacket?
Oh, from Walking Dead when he puts his jacket on, he like kills everyone.
The murder jacket.
The fuse box has also gotten louder. What's going on, dude?
As in like the ambient noise, or just putting the fuse in?
Don't spoil the new show. I won't. But it's pretty. I like it so far. It's every Sunday, which is cool.
The show has an interesting twist.
Wait, what show?
It's not, the Rick Michonne?
You watched it?
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. I didn't know you watched it.
Yeah. I did.
I didn't know you were a fan of The Walking Dead.
I mean, I watched it when I was all the time growing up. Every Friday night, or it was Sunday night. Every Sunday night, they would my parents would let me to stay up an hour past bedtime to watch Walking Dead.
Yeah, nice. That's just his family. What's up, dude?
That's probably why Carl's my favorite, because I grew up with him.
Dude, Carl used to piss me off.
Really?
Yeah, there's so many like I can't even remember, but there's just little things he used to do that like it would just piss me off when I was watching it.
What about like Alexandria Carl?
Alexandria
Yeah.
Carl? I'm trying to remember. I don't really remember anything he does. Cause there's like at one point where he just disappears for like a really long time. And then he comes back and he just like changed everything that he said. Do you remember that?
No, I haven't watched the show in years.
Like I remember him like being so annoying about like we gotta fight everyone and we can't trust anyone, blah blah blah. And then he just disappears for like 9 episodes, comes back and he's all about we gotta stop the war. Like bro, when did you have all that character development? I wanted to see it.
Oh, you're Leland.
I'm opening furnace.
Oh, not happening. Connie grabbing a bone scrap instead of a lockpick.
Do we have a Bobby?
No Bobby.
All right. Well, furnace is open. Is there a Johnny? There's a Johnny. And his name is literally No Escape.
Oh god.
Damn it.
Well, I'm running my combat on, so I'm ready to stab.
William Farrell.
I want to kill them all.
I don't know. I
I'm
maybe.
gonna open this door. Move.
Let's see it. I don't know if you got it.
Well, I didn't get up the ladder immediately.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because I got stuck on your right or left,
Yeah.
whatever.
Wasn't
See,
smooth.
if I had that extra second, I would have been fine.
We woke up Grandpa.
Johnny's up there.
You said Johnny?
Yeah.
Are you coming back down the ladder?
No,
Okay.
but I just pulled his ears.
Nancy's grandpa hurts kind of suck from what I remember, so maybe she does.
This is already not looking good.
I'm gonna push facility red door if you can get him away.
Alright, I'll take him to slaughterhouse. I might have to well, actually.
Okay, there was a trap over here. Connie, run away. There was a trap over there.
Alright, I'm hitting well. Dude, this Johnny's on crack. This Johnny's on crack. I'm in my power and he still almost killed me.
Jeez.
I was at 60 HP, popped my power, and he almost 3-shot me. Oh, I just bled out.
You're hearing
my
bad
mouth
things about it?
died.
I think it's pretty good. It's Rick through and through. So if you like Rick's character, then you'll like it.
My mouse just died. Hold up.
Bro, fuck my life.
Hold up. Time out. Wait a minute. I said I'm out.
Jay, what's up,
You know
man?
that-
Dom, nice.
know
Let's
that-
go.
Anthony, you know that kid in like elementary school that was like, he's about to lose and he calls a timeout?
Always.
So annoying. But yeah, don't be found by this Johnny. He will kill you.
Okay.
Because he killed me in my power.
Are you okay?
So what are you opening?
I opened bone room. I'm guessing there's a trap on sliding door. There's a trap on the garage crawl space, the furnace or
I'll
facility.
remove the trap on sliding door if you want to open it.
Okay. Gotta heal up real quick.
Oh, what's this?
I think Connor's gonna die. Yeah, she did.
Oh, Johnny just killed her in front of me.
I don't see a trap on metal sliding door.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Oh, I'm out here.
I'm coming out of the crawl space now. Okay.
Hey. Go for it. I'll cover you, I guess.
Stick with me.
Okay.
I have choose fight, so I got like 5 extra stun time. The chicken!
I hate how it just keeps going off.
Go, get in there!
Okay. I'm in. I'm in the sewers drain.
Okay.
Hey,
I can
John.
try
Oh,
to
yeah.
get him out of here, but I don't know.
I think I'm here,
Let's see,
Sissy.
Johnny's both in here. Oh, you fighting her?
Yeah.
Johnny's coming.
Okay.
Get out.
Do they know where you're at?
Johnny's on me. But maybe not. Oh, that's you?
Yeah, I'm running by the. I was just in a well.
Go ahead and well, Johnny's right there.
Oh,
Sissy's going
motherfucker,
up
dude.
too.
I shouldered Johnny.
Oh, I was on the door stand.
Oh, damn. All right, I'm hitting well.
Yeah, I'm too.
But now they have that to worry about, I guess. So
Yeah, are you hurt? Let me heal you.
no, I have like 98% health.
Well, I need to heal and I have extra drip.
Okay. Thank you.
Alright, I'm gonna scrap up and get back up there. I'll cover you again. Stay put.
Same. You want to stick on slaughterhouse, or do you want to push facility now?
Can I use
We
this?
can. Furnace is open, yeah? We can just go push facility.
Okay, there is a
Oh,
trap
we're
at
all
the
three down here.
that crawl space, so just be careful.
Johnny just opened no storage.
Oh, he closed it. Maybe they have alarms. I'm gonna open it and see. They have alarms.
Ah, Christ.
And yeah, he immediately. Bro, the fact that he took my no cell in that fucking hit is so cheeky.
I can't stab him?
Danny! Over here!
I fucking knew it, Danny.
Seems safe.
Yeah, buddy.
It's clear.
I fucking knew it.
Did you just door slam Chaos?
But he tried to get me first. We gotta stab Grandpa
I'll do it.
because of these alarms.
Are
Yeah.
you proficiency?
Yeah. Danny, don't go up bone room because I just opened it, so they're gonna know.
Furnace is still open, so we can go up that, no issue.
I'm just opening all the
Man,
doors.
I hate the ladder. You just can't move a camera.
Yeah, I hate that.
Okay.
Johnny's still in basement, I think.
They're
I'm
gone.
hearing his voice lines.
Where are
All right, are you going for Grandpa stab or me?
Yeah. I'm getting a second bone short.
All right, Hitch is at North Storage. He's chasing me down because of
Three.
alarms.
That power's not back yet, though. I think Hitch is in basement. I just saw someone fighting.
Yeah, I was fighting him.
Johnny's at Grandpa. I can't make a move. I am running choose fight. I can grapple and then just whatever.
Oh, I missed him by a second.
Going loud.
Nice.
He was level 3, so I mean.
I got Hitch on me in bone room. I got him with a door stun.
I got Sissy facility.
I still got Hitch and chasing me in the basement.
Okay. I got Johnny up here.
Door stunned him again.
I just wasted my power. Alright, I'm hitting well to resupply.
Okay. Danny or Hitch is still down here, so just be careful.
Oh, where's down here?
I just
Oh, I
door
landed
stunned.
up him. Are you kidding me?
Where are you at? Where are you at?
Central tunnel.
I'm coming.
Get the crawl space. Holy Christ. This is already not good. Oh, that's wireframe. That's wireframe, I think. I'm panicking.
Yeah. Where are you at now?
Going back to Central through cold room.
I'm here. I'm here. Just keep running. Just keep running. Just keep running.
I can't.
Got him.
I'm stamina.
Get out of there if you can.
I'm yelling up. I latched that bone room, red room door.
Okay. I think Johnny is here.
He's at level 3 again.
Ah, man.
Oh, I just moved.
Can I use this?
For real, Josie. Arnie, what's up, man? Yeah, it's a lore stream. We just don't know if it's gonna be about characters or.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I just grappled both Sissy and... Dude, choose fight is a scam.
I'm gonna go try to stab Grandpa.
I'm really hurt.
It kind of sounds like they're all in the basement, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Dev stream's
I
at
have
3.
feelings.
Oh, Johnny's here. Gotta fight him, dude. I'm probably gonna lose here. Ah, yeah. Oh, dude, come on, Empower. Give me the health. Give me the health, Empower. Please. Oh, what? Okay. I'm at like a sliver of health right now. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Johnny's behind me.
She said the line.
What?
She said the very heavy tricky line.
What? How did I not die right there? This isn't open. Fuck, I'm dead.
Get over. I can't take hits. I'm
Ow.
one tap.
I'm dead. I put up a good fight.
Yeah, are you hurt?
I'm dead. Dead.
Oh. Okay.
No, John, I do have to go to work after this, but we'll be live this weekend. TCM hoodie came today. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Empowered there was super like it gave me a little extra life there. That was weird. I thought for sure I was dead.
That's what Empowered does best. Okay, else you're gonna have to push something. I'll keep stabbing Grandpa. Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing so good at keeping you guys busy while also maintaining Grandpa.
I know. The trap at Fuse Box. Man.
You get away from me!
Is she gonna be up here camping this? You can do Valve. I'm going all out. Yep, I'm going for it.
Yeah,
I
Danny
got
does have a decent amount of knowledge. If you guys play it right, you could get out of this. Michelle celebrating 22 months as an undead slasher. Thank you so much, Michelle, for the 22 months of support. You're an absolute legend. Thank you for everything. Damn, 22 months is crazy.
Stab him! Stab him!
Bro, that's
Stab him!
crazy.
Stab him! I hate this game. I'm dead. Why? Why does it not work?
I don't know. That's crazy.
Oh man, this game really does it.
Danny, it's up to you. Finish the mission.
Does Chaos have instant subbing? I think he does. If he does, he's probably gonna be good. I got the stab off where I died, so you have a second, but they're all gathering blood, so I would rush. Oh, that's not there.
This is a great family. What time is it where I live? It is 2:56.
Oh wait, good thing we died here then. So it's just gonna start.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up their Twitch as we
Okay,
speak.
Anthony, teach me. How do I stab Grandpa?
You want to get on the left side, that's for
Right
sure.
west?
Kylie's saying it's a lot harder when you're crouched.
Oh, I'd be standing.
So standing might have helped.
Okay.
But then also the game does have input
That
delay.
input delay. Yeah, when Hitch was on me, when you saved me back there, I was button mashing you because the crawl space and Anna was just standing there.
Yeah.
Just taking it. Yeah, Truth Fight's a scam still. I don't know. Because I grappled Sissy, instantly won, grappled Hitch, instantly won, and Sissy able to recover before. You know?
Yeah.
Is it? It's already 3 o'clock.
Yeah, but I'm sure they're gonna have a long ass timer. So I think we can do one more.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, I'll just stab Rip all and die.
At this rate, we might as well just these 5 million games. Can you please just get a map that isn't Slaughterhouse?
What?
That's all I ask for.
Yeah. Oh, people are saying you can't stab crouch at all.
Really?
I've never really
Okay.
noticed it. 3 more minutes and then they'll do the 10-minute. Yeah, exactly.
You know what? That's right. I couldn't stab him until I uncrouched, and then the prompt reappeared.
Which is kind of weird.
It is.
Because I feel like
Is that
sneaking up on
that-
Grandpa.
Yeah. Because I auto crouched or whatever. I still have that on, and I was just panicking, I guess.
No, Eternal. I have to go to work after.
Can you? Okay. What if family members could like walk over hitch traps and destroy them?
That would suck. You want that?
No.
Dude,
Why
you know
would
the
I?
amount of times I accidentally break Nancy's traps?
There's no consistency, you know? Isn't that weird how you can break Nancy's traps but not hitches?
Yeah, I don't know. I think... Yeah. Well, I think they had to break Nancy's because, like, it, Yeah, I don't know. We got gas station, though.
You, Should I stick on or go leave? Oh, weird.
Break Nancy's traps all the time makes me feel like a busy church. Seriously, because there's, like, the noise. Like, you can't even do it secretly. And it takes her so long to set it up. She's got to get on her knee, and
She has
she's
to
old.
hobble over there first.
Yeah, so it's like... I feel horrible.
Oh, we got a Bobby.
Damn it. Damn it, Bobby. No cut though, so not mad at that.
Yeah, we still got 2 trappers though.
Yeah. As a Nancy guy, I can't stand that the family can break them. I got trolled by other family members the other day. Okay, well, trolling them is... Being a troll is... That's dirty, bro.
It is.
That would piss me off. In that situation, bro, turn the generator off, bro.
So yeah, just like open all the doors, turn gen off, battery off.
Yeah, if you're breaking my traps, dude, on purpose, I'm turning the battery off.
Unidentified woman spent years hitchhiking from Texas to California, where she viciously murdered several truck drivers and 3 other young women along the route. Billy Jasper,
No,
with
Julie.
Arizona,
Oh
claims he
no.
likely had an
Yeah, because sometimes you can't avoid it, especially like if like they put it on Side Garden Family House and you're chasing someone to the well, like that kind of stuff just happens naturally.
But if that's the case, the victim would hit the trap before you.
That is true. But what if you like see them out there? Michelle with another gift and went to Kylie. Hell yeah, Michelle, you're crazy. Thank you so much for the support, truly.
This is insane. You know one thing I just realized? I think my membership just ran out yesterday, so if anyone wants to be, I'm kidding.
It should go to you. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I believe YouTube's whole thing about... Who woke up Grandpa?
Probably Danny.
Danny?
Yeah, okay, Bobby hitched Nancy. I 2 bone shards. Can you open the door?
Yeah, I'm grabbing a bone shard real quick though. And then I'm heading to workshop.
Jesus. Please tell me you have voice chat muted.
I do, yeah.
Okay, good.
Is our own teammate being toxic?
Not really. He's just saying some very choice words. Bubba just stalled.
Nice.
And thickets opened.
Alright, I'm at workshop.
I'm going up.
I do play proficiency, Leland.
You a monster? You gotta... Why are you running empowered?
Mainly because I don't have a good 3rd perk currently. But, also it's not
I
bad.
think Hitch just trapped with a container.
Oh, what's this?
Tank is backyard.
Okay.
I got Nancy on me back at the house.
Something useful.
I'm gonna try Big Gate.
Okay, red containers, padlocked. Not padlocked, trapped. Bridges trapped. So that only leaves one of the 2 gates. Middle cross space is also...
He saw me. I got Bubba at workshop.
Thank you. Can you hear me though?
Yeah. He stalled?
I got hitched, small gate. Big gate's not trapped.
Are you Anna?
Yeah.
It's just coming right after you. That door's open, so if you hit that well, be careful.
Oh. I have to choose fight, so both of us will still be stunned for a while.
They're at the countdown right now. How long is it?
Come on, heal up, man. That's a nice stall.
The gate's open.
Oh my god, I made another DC.
Oh god.
You want the play-by-play?
Yeah.
He followed me down the well. I was trying to get a heal off, but he hit me before I could heal, but I popped him at power just before he hit me. And so he hit me, stalled, and I just healed right in front of him in DCs.
I wonder if it's his first time playing with that Leatherface, because it seemed like he was having trouble with the saw sound.
Michelle
Yeah.
R just sent a super sticker. with
Michelle,
10.
what are you doing?
Oh, he stalled because of what you call it.
Please drop some hype for her, guys. She's absolutely insane. I don't even know what to say. It's crazy.
Another $10.
Also,
Insane.
I opened Gen Gate and Big Gate. I'm kicking Gen in like 3 seconds.
Okay, wait. Oh, there's 6 minutes on that timer, by the way.
Okay.
And bridge is open. Thank you, Chaos. I'm coming to you, Bill. I'll back you up, give you the covering fire. Big gate, correct?
Yep. It's all done, boys.
Okay, they lost their powerhouse, so we can just like, walk over them now.
Double nugget is crazy.
Nancy's coming, small gate.
Okay.
You're in basement. Crap. Wait, Nancy's the clean freak?
Clean freak, what does that mean?
She's like, get your dirty hands off my clean clothes.
Oh, she's about to DC. And she DC'd. Alright, I'm getting out. She literally was running after you, saw me at the exit gate, and just stood still.
Where is everybody? Oh, this is awful.
Anthony.
Hmm.
I win grapples. Oh, yep, there goes Hedge.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew that was coming.
Anthony. I win grapples before that sound effect of the, like, you know, the grapple starts, that little, like, sound effect that plays?
Yeah.
I win before that even finishes.
Jeez.
And yeah, Nancy, or not Nancy, in that last round, Sissy recovered, even with the extra 5-second stun. You know, after I beat her. There's
GG,
4
though.
minutes, 30 seconds.
I didn't even get touched that game.
Oh, I did. I got hurt. I got bruised. There's, yeah, basically less than 4 minutes.
Alright, I got it up. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the lore stream with Ronnie and Andy.
How long is this gonna be?
Probably an hour.
Really? What?
Alright guys, what do you guys want them to talk about?
I'm calling right now. If it's all boring stuff, I'm hopping back on Final Fantasy VII.
What the heck? Please add armpit hair to Johnny. I'll gladly pay $5
Ew.
for the upgrade.
No.
Golly,
What's
dude.
wrong with people?
Also, Andy's gonna be on the stream.
I am?
Not you. A different Andy. New game mode? 1v4? That dude. Wes will be on the stream? No, I think it's just Andy and Ronnie. New family members? New victims? Okay. Because when they say lore stream, what lore do we not already know outside of the new victim?
Damie's playlist.
He wasn't on the thing?
I don't know. I just threw that out there just because it just popped in my head of how absurd it is.
Because we even know his, like, he's Maria's boyfriend went looking for him. No Matt, yeah, no Matt this time. Just Andy and Ron. Well, that's what it says, but who knows? So that's why I think they have to be talking new victims, or maps, or museum mode,
Or something.
yeah, something juicy.
Oh wait, Damie did have a playlist.
Okay. Wes Keltner's in the chat. The goat. Nugget skins? Okay, that'd be cool.
Oh no.
B, good to
What are you
see
gonna
you. I'll be right
Yellow
back.
spots on the chicken?
Zombie chickens? Or bloody chickens?
No. In a serious game like this, never.
Crispy chicken? Or too far? My bad.
Crispy chicken. Just imagine just having like a fried chicken in there, just in
Yeah,
a cage,
exactly.
and it's still.
Oh god, pregnant Johnny?
No.
What's
I
going
hate
on,
this
y'all?
community so much.
Damn, there's a 1 minute cooldown on chat.
Oh my god.
Barbara Crampton announcing her character early probably made this happen. We probably weren't supposed to know about that. That was a weird announcement.
Reveal.
Because they never made an official post, but they did retweet it. So it's like, I don't know. Johnny has Maria. I'm calling it right here, Calf. The reveal. The next victim, Maria. Thoughts?
Okay.
She survived her attack.
Interesting. She just has a huge scar on her chest.
Yeah. Shirtless cook. Maria is a playable victim. This guy knows.
Well, here we go. Here. Oh, there we go.
This is the one that you've all been asking for. The one
Have
you've
they?
all. Oh yeah. The one that this is the stream they've really have been requesting, Ronnie. I can't even. We're going back 2 years that the community has been wanting this stream, and you guessed it. Today we are talking all things lore about the
Andy has
Texas
a cool
Chainsaw
shirt, dude.
Massacre. I am Andy Cleaves. I am the community representative here at Gun Interactive. Over the last couple years, you might have seen me in the official Gun Discord, the official TX Chainsaw Game subreddit. So now you got to put a face with the messages that the discourse we've had over the last couple years. We got Robert Fox II on the board producing us, the real
he is.
MVP of this stream.
Hey.
Legit, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as y'all know, this is our lore stream. Who better to do that with other than the creative director for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Ronnie Hobbs. Ronnie?
How you doing?
Pretty well. We actually got you on stream.
You did. It's been a couple months in the planning, but I'm here.
Maria missing an arm.
Got stuff to do.
You're a busy guy, man.
Yeah.
You're a busy
One of
guy.
you guys are
You're a busy guy. But we're
brainwashed,
glad to finally
killer.
get this done. I
Yeah,
know
that would be cool.
we have been teasing this stream for a little while, but Ronnie's a busy guy, man. We got to give him the time and get him out here, but we got him out here. I guess creative director, what does that mean? What do you do here at Gun?
What do I do here? That's a good question. Now, I think as a creative director, I'm responsible for the overall creative vision of our games. So that means the creation of the game world, the characters, the implementation of all the gameplay features, art, which is obviously the game world characters, writing. So pretty much every facet of the game I have some hand in. Obviously, within those structures are creative leads and other people, obviously, that work in those departments. But I just try to come up with a vision and a design for our games well in advance. Sometimes that takes 6-7 months. Sometimes it could be a year.
Yeah.
And then Gun looks at it, and we all kind of approve, and we all think it's a great idea. And then obviously we work with the developer to
Oh,
create the
Ronnie
game
also
and
has a
keep it,
Texas
you know,
Chainsaw Massacre shirt.
keep our vision intact while also listening to their
yeah,
ideas
they're
and
the
their feedback
developers.
along the way. So
I want one.
yeah, a lot of that stuff. So.
Well,
Amazon.
and I know you've touched on it in the Making the Massacre BTS video that Matt Shacha produced and shot and all that. It was such a good BTS video. You touched on a little bit, not to rehash too much of that, but you touched on how much this film, the 1974 film, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, means to you. I mean, this project in general, I guess where I'm kind of coming from is like when you first got word, like, okay, we're going to work on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is the next game that we're going to work on. And you sat down to start planning out characters, planning out lore, planning out a lot of that kind of stuff. Like, that had to be so exciting for you. Because, spoiler alert, y'all, Ronnie and I we're both a couple of horror nerds. So I can relate to what a thrill that just had to be when that first
I didn't. I did sit in Wes's chair.
Start the creative process.
Oh my god.
Kind
I
of
didn't
nervous
notice that.
at first. Obviously, you know, because I mean,
Thanks
you
for
talk
the
about it so
donation.
many years.
You're safe for
before you
now,
even
but
develop
I'll see you
it,
soon.
Have a dream project.
Yeah.
I think if you asked everyone here at Gun what game they would want to make, you'd probably get
Gun interact with a 538.
Right. Some people have different horror films that they love. Some people love Texas. Some people love Halloween or Nightmare on Elm Street
Thank you,
or
sir.
Scream or whatever it is, right? But for me, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was one of those films that I saw very, very
Uninteractive
early
just
in life,
donated
8 or 9 years old.
538. They
And
said keep the
pretty much tell
streams
you
going this
everything about
weekend.
that day,
We
where
need
we
you.
were at, what we were doing.
You're in for a real
It's just one
treat
of those films
next
that left a
month with
lasting impact
content.
on
Brace
you
yourself,
because
sir.
You'd never seen it before.
Hope next
It was
month
unlike
goes well for
anything
you.
I'd ever seen, and I'd seen lots of horror films at that age, but they were mostly the
Thank you, sir.
comical ones that you see on TV and things like that. So, but this felt real, the way that they shot the film, and it felt like you were there. And I think that's what kind of freaked us out as a kid. And I remember just hanging on to that for a long time. And then when I studied film in school, like in film class, Andy's holding my hand. That's fine. You can hold my hand. Then you start to dive into what makes that film special.
Yeah.
That's not so apparent when you're 8 or 9 years old, right? So I remember going, wow, okay, studying all about it. And that's when I learned who Kim Hinkle was. Because as a kid, you don't know who the screenwriter is and who the director is, unless it's like Steven Spielberg. But right. So when you typically watch a horror movie, you don't know those things. But later on in life, in college and before that, I kind of figured out, man, this really is special.
Yeah,
so.
It is, and I think one thing that always, not only did it have a huge impact,
A real
on
Stars
horror,
nugget
I
for
mean,
real.
It had a huge impact on cinema.
Yeah,
in
across the
general.
board.
Yes.
Getting
Yeah,
killed.
it was one of the few horror
Stupid
films
chicken.
that crossed the boundary.
Yeah.
And it's considered art, right?
Yeah.
It's considered. They talk about it when they talk about the best films of all time.
Sure.
There's only 3 or 4 horror movies that actually penetrate that conversation, and that's one of them. So when we're talking about what game we're going to work on, what game are we going to do next, in my mind, I'm always, hey, what about Texas? What about Texas, Wes? Can we get Texas, right? So, and then once Friday the 13th came out and we were looking for our next project, it became a reality and became a possibility. And you never want to get too excited because you know how Hollywood is and you know how contracts go.
Yeah.
And, so you may wait a year before you realize that you actually have it. So once that happened, I had already played the game 1,000 times in my head. Right.
Yeah.
Because,
You were born to do this. You were prepared. You were preparing
Yeah,
for
I
this
already
for a long
kinda
time,
had a
essentially.
good idea.
Is that wrong for me to say that?
No.
You were mentally kind of preparing in case you ever did get the opportunity.
I mean, yeah, that was the same with Friday the 13th, too. We always knew that game would work.
Yeah.
Long before we made it. And I knew the Texas Chainsaw would work long before we even really got the license. So it was one of those things that, to us, it was a no-brainer. To me, it was a no-brainer. Wes was like, yes, this is going to work. We all kind of agreed on that. But then you have to actually do it.
Yeah.
And then you actually have to sit down and start and create the world and create the characters. And like you said, that's kind of where, Kim Hinkle comes in.
Yeah. And
all the backstory.
To kind of kick off everything, we're going to kind of reminisce a little bit more about how it all started with Maria Flores. So like
Here we
that
go,
whole
dude.
creative process to sit
He's
down
alive.
and actually conceptualize,
Yeah.
the catalyst for our game and the characters built around that. Where were some inspirations and ideas
So-
that?
The story itself, and when we got the license, we had several options that we could have done. Obviously, we could have tried to recreate the '74 film and let you run around as Pam, Jerry, Kirk,
Sure.
Sally, and Franklin, and everyone, right?
Yeah.
But you know how that story ends.
Yeah.
Right. So if Sally doesn't live, are you mad? So what we didn't want to do was just kind of recreate that time frame.
Mhm.
And I didn't want to do a sequel because we know what happens. Sally gets away.
Yep.
So how could the family still be there? We know what happens in part 2.
Sure.
Right. They've relocated, so to speak.
Yeah.
So in my mind, the prequel was the only way to do it, that we could have anything interesting and new. So when I went to Kim with that idea, and when we mentioned it to them, Kim was like, "Yeah, okay, let's think about that and see what you have." So that's when I just kind of tried to come up with some characters that I knew you would empathize with. But at that point, I didn't know who they were,
Sure.
and I didn't know who the new family member was going to be. This is really, really early on.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of sat down with Kim and we started just doing some rough ideas, but I didn't really even know what I wanted it to do until I went to Texas. So when you're asking me about Maria and Anna and where they came from and where Johnny and Sissy came from, a lot of that was for me just in Texas.
Just traveling around and seeing, and
Yeah.
because you traveled to hundreds of towns.
Oh, easily. I mean, a lot of our team went to Texas. So, Matt went
Yeah.
to Texas, Ish went to Texas.
Yep.
Personally, I went to Texas about 6-7 times
Oh,
by
that's
myself.
right. They're in Kentucky.
Plus the trips with Matt.
Yeah, they're with
and
you,
Ish.
dude. They're your
So,
neighbors.
Pre-COVID, over the course
Oh,
of COVID,
shut up.
I was just driving around Texas. So, and it was different than Friday because Friday we had lots of film reference. There's not a lot of film
Very
reference
true.
for Texas, a movie that's that old,
Yeah.
right? And we really felt we wanted to recreate the world of Texas so that when you play it, it's actually Texas you're walking around in, and that's through photography and photogrammetry, right? And that's where our Matt trips and Ish trips came in. We were capturing lots of real photos that were used in the game world.
Mm-hmm.
But that kind of turned into, hey, we need photos, but also go meet with Kim. And then while you're there, look around. And it was the looking around part that turned into like an obsession.
Yeah.
It went from looking around 1 day to 2 days to 3 days to 12 days to probably 60 or 70 total days. Probably a month and a half or 2 total days of driving and talking to people and exploring cities and taking photos of old farmhouses or old slaughterhouses or just the wildflowers. And it was really a wildflower trip that I took by myself way, way, way back in the day. I'd never known about the Texas wildflowers. Even though I lived in Texas for like a year, I'd never seen them.
You have to be
Thanks
there.
for
at
the
a certain point.
donation.
It does. It's about
You're
one.
safe
It's about
for
for
now,
about a
but I'll
month
see you
in
soon.
March and April when they appear.
Riddler
And people
just
come from all
donated
over. So I go, I want to see this.
23. They
And it was
said
that
check it
trip
before
when
Cook
I
ends up
decided
cooking you
that
all
Maria-
next month.
That was going to be the connection.
Thank you,
Because
sir.
when I was talking to Kim,
Big
I'm trying
three.
not to ramble here, but when I was talking to Kim about a new family member, I was expecting a lot of no, because you work with Hollywood. They take it very personally. It's their characters that he built. He built the hitchhiker and the cook and Leatherface,
Yeah.
and the family as we know it. So for me to come up to him and say, "Oh, and by the way, I'm going to create this guy named Johnny who really doesn't look like the family, and people are going to find out later he's not blood related. I'm going to take away the focus from Leatherface, from the hitchhiker, from Grandpa, from the cook, and I'm going to put the entire focus on this new character who doesn't even look like part of the family,
Right.
and I'm going to use him to tell the story as like the catalyst." And I was expecting him, honestly, to just say, "Why not just use Sissy? I already have a backstory for her." Or maybe Johnny should be in the background a little bit. Maybe she runs into the hitchhiker. But in fact, he said, "That's a great idea." And that kind of threw me for a loop. And that was my starting relationship with Kim of it wasn't no's across the board. It was, "That's a great idea." You're like, what? So that's kind of how he thought it'd be cool to let me use Johnny. So
You had to be fanboyed so
Oh,
big in that moment.
no,
I'm
it was
like,
really great because it was refreshing because
Yes.
for him to listen to ideas and not just listen to them, but go, yeah, let's use Johnny as that person who can go away from the family and interact with poor Maria.
Yeah.
So I knew I had Johnny. I knew I wanted him to be out and about, and we can get back to him later.
Yeah. And we will.
But really
Johnny
traveling around
started it all,
aspect
dude.
of
Yeah.
seeing the wildflowers and
Yeah.
then knowing that I wanted one of the two sisters to be on that trip.
Sure.
I really loved the idea of two sisters, an older one and a younger one. And I knew I wanted the younger sister to try to come save the older sister because she mentally would be less prepared to do that. And I wanted to put that focus on Anna. And I felt that would be better than the older sister trying to find the young one, which you see a lot, right?
Yeah,
I wanted this young
that's
girl
true.
to try to like, oh God,
Oh, wait, so Anna's younger?
right? So that's where
Yeah,
that came
I
from.
guess so.
But we can get into those characters a little more specifically.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
And just so everyone's clear, we're gonna break we're gonna
Yeah.
break down. We're gonna go through victim by victim, family by family member.
Yeah.
We're gonna touch on a lot of things here. Ronnie, at the end, Ronnie also shared the story of the his Instagram, shared the post about this stream to his Instagram story.
Yep.
He took about like 8 to 10 questions that we'll do at the end. But we're gonna try to roll through this because we don't want to sit here for 3 hours going through.
Yeah.
But we also, we want to make sure.
Eternal, thank you for the raid.
Highly requested
I don't know why
stream
that alert did that.
We want to make sure that we cover a lot of bases here and get you guys all the information you can.
Yeah.
One thing is,
Probably why,
as a
sorry.
diehard fan of the original film myself, and just a diehard horror fan in general.
Maria's 20
some things
years
that I've
old,
liked
Anna's
that you have
18.
done
Okay,
is,
interesting.
finding connections
Oh, wow. I'm older than him.
from
I do like the idea of the younger sister having to save the older one.
to the OG
Yeah, I
family
do
members
like
like
that too.
Hitchhiker and Leatherface
Yeah.
and Cook. One, for instance, that I just think is super cool is the Polaroid camera. The
Yeah.
camera that Hitchhiker has in the '74 film. He got that from Maria.
Yeah.
So those are the connections that I really dig, and like,
Did you just hear that?
Hmm.
how does how did you even think of that? Just it's so cool to me, man.
The camera thing was actually very interesting because I knew I wanted Maria, this sweet, beautiful, hardworking girl who had worked her way from nothing.
Sure.
Finally got a chance to go to college. Their dad passed away a couple years earlier. Maria's working jobs, trying to take care of her younger sister, Anna, and her mother.
Mhm.
She finally works hard enough. She gets to go to college, this awesome college, UT, right? And when she gets there, she wants to study photography. And her family had saved up money to buy her this camera. So it meant a lot.
And now the
Right, and
Hitchhiker
she's
has
out
it
taking
too.
photos,
Yeah.
and unfortunately,
Yeah.
she runs into Johnny. There's a saying like the wildflowers bring out rattlesnakes. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Because the rattlesnakes come to look for prey in the flowers. When you're walking around the flower, you have to be careful. And
Yep.
I always picture Johnny as that rattlesnake, right?
Yeah.
Maria just being there trying to take photos, but she had a camera, and there was one point in development where I was talking to Wes, and he was like, where'd she get this camera? And I was like, well, that's a good question. We should figure that out. And because at this point we hadn't even designed what the camera looked like,
Right.
right? And it was like just an object,
Yeah.
because you have to design these things one at a time. And that's when I think either he or I were like, wait, that's the Hitchhiker's camera, right? Behind the scenes, that's what we wanted to do with it. But then we had to get Kim to say yes. So once again, there's another example of where you would expect to know from Kim.
Sure.
Turns out that is an incredible idea. And we're like, imagine that, because it's such it's the Hitchhiker's camera, right? He carries it around, and
iconic.
it's so
memorable. For that whole van scene
Yeah.
with him when they pick him up. That is such a memorable scene from the film.
So in order for him to let us tie that to Maria and give validation to her character,
Sure.
that's an incredible thing to ask of
Absolutely.
someone who created one of the biggest horror movies ever made.
Absolutely.
And he said yes. So or else we would have had to make a generic camera,
Sure.
right? So she would have always had a camera taking photos, but to be able to tie that in, that's just remarkable for us.
That
It's
is
really
pretty
cool
cool.
feeling knowing that when you watch that movie,
Yeah.
like that's Maria's camera you got there,
Even
buddy.
I've seen the Hitchhiker.
It belongs to
cameras.
Maria, asshole.
Yeah.
Right? So that's a really cool feeling, I think. So
Speaking of things that
Oh.
belong to Maria,
by the way,
here, there
this
you go.
sorry,
buddy.
if you notice on the missing persons poster, it says brown satchel. This is it. This is the only one that we have, by the way. And look at you. Our old lady blanket. Nancy's blanket is
falling apart.
falling down.
It's falling apart.
But this is her satchel, and it's the only one we have. And
That isn't original.
it's been driving her. I've had it in my truck, in the front seat of my truck for about a year now. I don't know what to do with it. So we should probably just give it away
Yeah.
to someone.
What?
That's up to you all, though.
What?
So you have to coordinate. Sorry, social team,
Easter egg.
but we could possibly give this away. So you let us know if you think you
How much
want to
you
maybe
betting?
win this or something, because this did belong to Maria. It's actually hers. Wait, what's in the pocket? Okay, nothing.
It's beautiful.
So anyway, it's a really cool bag.
It is.
We're not gonna tell you where it came from.
Is there like a bid on it? Like what's going on?
Other than
Yeah.
Maria. So anyway, that's her bag. So if you're wondering why we have a woman's satchel next to us, so yeah, let us know if you think you want to win that, and we'll try to think of something cool. Unless it's also teams like Ronnie, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
but yeah, proceed.
But so let's start going through the victims in a little bit.
All right.
These are more generalization questions about the victims, and these are things that I've kept my eyes out on. You, the community, the last couple of years, I've seen all these questions. All of us here on the community team have seen it. So luckily, when I tell you
Internal,
things
for real.
when we tell you on Reddit, we'll notate it, we'll pass it along. We mean that, and this is
And
a
they're
prime.
passing along to me.
Jaden,
like,
they
Ronnie,
aren't
give us
taking
an answer.
questions, brother.
Yes.
Confirm. Do I pass things along to you?
He, for the record,
But hopefully they talked about
Andy does come in my office routinely and be like, "Hey, man, you got a minute?" Right, and that minute's usually about an hour. And he's like, I got a couple questions. Here's 700 of them. And I'm like, Andy, I appreciate it, bud, but
But bro, I got like 500
I
lines to write.
I
Get the
usually
hell out
say,
of my office.
I'll get back to you. And therein lies the problem. I don't get back to him. Or I get back to him with like 2 answers out of like 700. So don't yell at Andy if he can't get you the answer you want. You can yell at me. Because he's trying.
I do. We try. We all do. But always keep that feedback coming
Yeah.
on all our socials. Sid, Jet, myself. We're always listening. We're always passing it along. So
What, feedback?
Yeah, always.
questions?
Questions, feedback. Yeah, no. All
I like
of
to
it.
mess with Andy.
Oh my
But,
god, there's people in chat
Let's
begging
see,
for
let's move
unbans.
on.
Who we got first?
So,
Are you serious?
this is more of a generalization question, but
Yeah.
as far as like we know our victims outside of Anna, of course. Went to the University of Texas. They're students at the University of Texas. How did they all link up? Like Leland, Sonny, Julie. Who met who first? Like who's in the like? How did that all come about?
Yeah. Let me rewind just for 1 second.
Oh,
so
all
on
the
those
characters
trips,
are
I went to several towns
classmates.
in the Southwest.
It's
I
set
was
for
trying to
Anna?
find
Is that
the
what they
home
said?
where these girls lived, like the perfect
Yeah.
town in real life where
Yeah,
Anna
so-
and Maria could come from.
Sure.
So there's like Medina, there's like
I'm assuming that
Bandera,
these people
Uvalde
are all
down there, and
classmates
there's
that heard
these
what Anna was
sections.
doing and they all
There's a
joined
heavy
her.
population of
Mhm.
Latinas,
Mhm.
and when I went there, I didn't know that.
I didn't
And
think about that.
I spent several days in that town, walking around, just taking photos and chatting with anyone that I could.
Sure.
And it's a small town, so they knew I wasn't from there. So eventually, you talk to conversations about like, hey, the antique store owner, or some coffee shop, or a cafe, and a waitress. But the one story I routinely heard, over and over and over, especially from young females, it was really strange. It was mostly young females about how they were in a single parent home. Their parents had moved here from Mexico, and they had to help support the family.
Yeah.
And there was this common theme over and over and over. I mean, I probably heard 10 different stories out of 60 people I spoke to.
Jaden, thank you, sir. You
So
have
no
a
matter
good one,
what
man.
the job was, there was a consistent theme about that girl in high school having to work a
Pablo,
job
good to
just
see you,
to
dude.
help support their mother and their younger sister because the dad had died earlier or they weren't around. And it was a kind of an amazing thing, and that's where Anna and Maria came from. And I love that idea of two sisters trying to overcome things when they had very, very little. So I knew the town where I wanted them to live. That's about 100 miles away from Austin. So I knew I needed to get them to Austin to go to school to meet all of her current friends. So a lot of people are confused about Maria and Anna. Anna's back home.
Yes.
So Anna still lives back home. She just now graduated.
Yeah.
So she doesn't, I don't want to say this yet. We'll get to her in a second. But Maria goes off to college.
Yep.
And it's there that she meets the current group of victims that you know and play as in our game.
Wow, so they're not even friends with
And
Anna.
particularly, she met Leland
Well,
because
yeah.
Leland's high school mascot is actually the Coyotes. So in our
Georgetown.
game, Georgetown Coyotes. In real life, not so much. Uvalde is Coyotes. So she sees
That's the
Leland. She
connection.
sees Leland with his Coyotes shirt on. She's like, "Take that off, dude. You're not the Coyotes. We are." Like, no, bro. You know. And
Her competitive spirit.
Yes,
coming
she
out.
gets up in his face, kind of like in a joking manner, and he's like, "Who is this girl?" Right? What do you mean, take it off? And then he's like, "Oh yeah, you go to school there," and that's how they met. Really, was just Maria confronting Leland about some silly shirt, a mascot he had on his shirt. You know, it's a jokingly kind of thing. And then they slowly became friends. And Leland said, hey, meet my other friends here. You know, so Leland had already known Julie and Connie and Sonny and stuff like that. So really,
So they were already a little click on.
yeah.
Got
So
it.
Maria was introduced to them, and that's how they got to know Anna. So Anna is basically the little sister.
Yeah.
You know, so, and of course, that's when they meet Danny as well. Danny's part of that group, and that's when Danny and Maria meet, and they start talking about their past, and they kind of hit it off and kind of fall in love because they have similar upbringings, which we'll get to in a minute. But that's really how they met.
Sure.
So meanwhile, Anna's still back home. She doesn't get to go to college yet. She may not ever get to
That
go
means
to college.
Anna's technically an outsider.
You know, the family saved
Yeah,
money for Maria,
like just the little sister.
not Anna.
Yeah.
So there's a whole story about Anna here that we'll get to. But yeah, that's kind of how they met. Was
Asked them for
because he
help
had
for her sister because she
Georgetown
knew they were
Coyotes.
friends with her. Yeah, that makes
Jackpot.
sense.
Yeah, and
Leland
the
should have a
level of
coyote mascot
responsibility
shirt. That would be cool.
with that.
For like a
It's such a missed
too,
opportunity for
really,
skin.
like a jacket, you know?
Let him
makes
check,
sense for
yeah.
the
Yeah, with the
character.
mascot or with the
Groundwork.
thing on the back.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
His
Yes.
jacket.
Thanks for the
Yes,
donation.
absolutely.
You're safe for now, but I'll
West
see
with the
you
big
soon.
four.
I think
Thank
she's
you, sir.
definitely one I think a lot of the community gravitates to.
Keltner just donated
How can you
$4.31.
not? I mean, literally, how can
They
you
said
not?
we
in my
working
life?
hard
Well,
on
wait,
the game
you'll
at
hear
the
more
moment,
today,
buddy.
and you'll really like
Sorry
it.
for the
So-
no show on the
Buddy.
stream. The game
she'll
is
get some
getting
more
better
sympathy
everywhere.
votes today.
Hey,
One other thing I want to touch on real quick.
Yeah.
We'll do this real quick, and then we'll get to victim by victim. It's kind of cut from the same cloth as the hitchhiker's camera that he got it from Maria. Another thing that I like that you did that connects to the first film is the setup for our victims, how they got there, and
Yeah.
the usage of well, actually, why don't you just tell the story? I don't want to spoil it. We have maybe shared this in a hub post a couple years ago. I'm sure some of you already are aware of this, but some of you I bet are not. The setup of our game, of how the victims got captured and all that.
Yeah. So when I was talking to Kim about the story,
wait, I don't
told
even
him
remember
just
this.
flat out from the beginning. I go, I don't want to just do the kids ran out of gas, right? I don't want them to meet
Yeah, I don't know the
Leatherface,
story either.
and that's how it happens, or the hitchhiker. That's why I want Johnny to go out, take the focus away from the house. Even though it's such a symbol in the first film, I need this new character to kind of bring our new kids there on purpose, as opposed to we're lost, knock on the door and they get killed, right? And he was like, okay, that's interesting. And that's like, that's where the wildflowers come in. That's where Maria comes in, and that's where we have this stalker serial killer version of Ted Bundy and Richard Ramirez and all these other weird serial killers mixed into this person who can go out and do these things. And he's like, I like it. And he's like, so how are the kids going to find them? And that's always
Great
a
question,
tough thing
Kim.
to do.
It is.
So the investigation goes into Maria. They find her car on the road where the house is. So that's where they find the car. That's in the news report. In our first trailer,
Yep.
you know, the police do find her car. There's no signs of foul play in the car.
Yeah.
So that would be her looking for wildflowers, right? Getting out, parking, things like that. Unfortunately, she never got back in the car.
Yeah.
But it looks normal. There's no signs of struggle. There's no blood.
I remember
So they do know that
Petals.
she was last seen around that area.
Right.
And that's a
Yeah.
report that comes out. So Anna hasn't heard from her
I
sister,
remember that radio thing
in
in the
about a
game
week.
as well.
Yeah.
and that never happens.
No signs of foul play.
They're very, very close. Maria always calls home. Even Leland and Danny and all those people, Connie, they haven't seen her, you know. So they're like, something's weird here. And Anna is taking the responsibility of saying, this isn't right. Like, I'm not just going to sit here 100 miles away while my sister is missing. And that's where the younger sister getting the courage to like go find her older sister. Because it'd be easy to just sit 100 miles away and go, I don't know what to do, Mom. What are we going to do? Let the police handle it. But she's not.
That's
'Cause that's not Anna.
That's not in her DNA at
Yes.
all.
Yeah. So she's like, no, we're going. So she calls her friends. She calls Maria's friends and go, have you seen her? Anybody heard from her? And they're like, no, we still haven't heard from her. So Anna says, you know what? I'm coming and we're going. And it's Anna that initiates the thing. So Anna's not at college. I've seen some people think that.
Yeah.
Anna's back home 100 miles away.
Correct.
And she's the one that wrangles Maria's friends. Although they want to go.
Yeah, they want to
It's
go.
Anna that initializes the whole
But
conversation.
Anna's the leader of the whole mission.
So now we have them all in the same car, except Danny.
Right.
So Danny's different. So
And we'll get to that, why
Yeah.
that is later.
So then they're going just based off she was last seen in Newt. Her car was found on this road. And as you know, in any small town, the first place you go is the gas station. You always stop at a gas station if you need directions.
Especially in this time.
Yeah, or the police station.
Even nowadays.
Or a police station. Yeah, especially in a small town, there ain't a whole lot of structures, right? So they had a game plan and a direction to go to. So they weren't just hunting blindly. And that was very important for me. I didn't want them just to stumble upon a location. So when they get to the gas station, the cook realizes, he sees the missing persons poster that they hand up, and he knows who they're looking for.
God, that's so
Cook's
cool.
like, here we go. Once again, I got to clean up everybody's mess. So it's that point where the cook goes, you know what? I think I recognize her, kinda, maybe. You know, I tell you what though, it's getting dark. I live up in that house. I got a campground out back. People use it all the time. It's safe.
Thanks
How about
for
you
the
camp
donation.
there tonight?
You're safe for
And
Matt,
now.
thank you, dude.
I'll see if I can't help you.
That
Take
shot
you
you
to
just
town or whatever, you know, whatever,
donated
whatever snake oil
77.
salesman he puts
They
on the
said
spin, right?
exciting times.
And they
ahead.
go, yeah,
Heads up
they go
and
camping
hands on
at
the
the
game,
campsite.
sir.
You see
Thank you, sir.
in the original film
That's what I was.
that, you know, Kirk and Pam walk by.
Yep.
And you can see a little watch hanging there. You can see some remnants of a tent.
Yep. It's only a few frames.
Yeah.
You know.
So the family, once they're camping, the family kind of comes out and ambushes them and drags them back to the house and captures them. So that's kind of
Okay,
how
I
the story
kind of knew that.
Yep.
of
I did
the
not
cook.
know that.
knowing
I knew
that he
about
had
the
to do
camping.
something.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really cool to tie that to the original film. Once again, that's another scenario where
Sonny
Kim said,
says
yeah.
like, "Oh, it's them from the
That's
campsite."
so cool.
And it played out a similar way. I think we were talking here, me and Wes,
Oh,
and
wait,
maybe
I
some
do
other
remember
people.
you saying
and,
that they were camping.
like, but where'd they go? How'd they get there? Where'd they stay?
Yeah.
Like, when do they get captured?
Yep.
How? So that little piece of that moment from the film perfectly allows us to
We
do
did this
that.
like animated.
So that's kind of how we tied that together.
Yeah,
And
dude.
again, I'm going to repeat this a lot. I'm a
It would be
huge
so
fan of
cool.
the original
Like that
film.
Nancy
Can't hide
trailer
it.
was
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But the horror nerd in me appreciates these kind of things, and you know, like I said, it's really you can only see it in a few frames in the final cut of the film, but there is a deleted scene of that as well.
Yeah.
I think you can even find that on some behind the scenes.
One of the cuts.
Yeah,
or
one of the
something.
yeah. There is a deleted scene where Kirk and Pam do go to this campground. So to kind of like lean into that even more for this, I love as a fan.
It was awesome, like just to put a bow on.
Yeah.
You know, and it would be fine without it probably,
Yeah,
but it was cool to tie that together.
No, that's with Hitchhiker's Camera being Maria's and that tie-in. Yeah. Those are the kind of things that really just hit me in the heart and just I love.
Yeah,
personally.
it's more authentic that way, and that's kind of we obviously we try to focus on that. So if it's there, try to use it.
Yeah,
in a way if it makes sense. So,
well, you want to start off with Sonny?
let's go.
Let's
what do you
go.
want
The
to know
goat.
about Sonny?
Well,
No.
let's see.
About his girlfriend
Oh,
that no one knows
love
about?
interest for Sonny?
Yes. So people really don't know a lot about Sonny.
Yeah.
They know he's kind of a nerdy guy, I guess, a little bit because he's smart. I guess they assume he's a nerd, and he is. But yes, he does have
Thanks for the
a
donation.
girlfriend.
You're safe for now, but I'll see you soon.
Just so we're clear,
Riddler,
there's
thank
a
you for the
lot of
3 men.
stuff that
Donated 3.
I
23.
create a lot of
They said
miscellaneous
take
things
another
for this
peek
game.
if you
They
have
never
no
see
fear.
the light of day. Sometimes they're pieces of concept art just because I want to visually see it happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's text. Sometimes it's lots of variations of the script. Sometimes it's VO lines that get thrown away. I've made structures that get deleted. There was one corpse I made that was so disgusting.
Ross,
I
what's up,
took
man?
it out of the game. Like it was too much. So there's full 3D models of just gore and things that we made to put in the game to see how it looked, and then we delete them. So Sonny's girlfriend never got deleted, but what I didn't get to do was create concept art because it wasn't a main character.
Right.
So a lot of these relationships are things that I know that I never got around to making concept art for because they were never going to be playable. They're not in the game, and it's just lore based. So unfortunately, I don't have this of her.
Okay.
But her name's June.
I was just gonna say, does she have a name?
She
June.
does. It's June.
Whoa, is she gonna
And
come to the game or
what's funny
what?
is I never really got around to
I mean, it's
deciding
possible.
what she looked like. But I do know she was very important to Sonny. So if the community wants to take a shot at like creating June or what they think Sonny's girlfriend looks like, that'd be great. And you can just send it to me. Or
Get on it, folks.
you can send it to Andy or me or
Wish I was
whatever you want to
talented.
do. But it'd be
in
cool and
chat
interesting to see. But
keep
she's
Sunny
nerdy
Nerf
like
the
him,
worst character.
and they,
Oh my god.
and Sonny's into like 2001: The Space Odyssey.
Oh,
Like
as am I.
he's into like War of the Worlds and like the early Godzilla films. Like he's totally
He's a 50s sci-fi buff, ain't
he is, but he's got some slick clothes, right?
Right.
So you don't
He does got the drips,
he
man.
does.
He
So
really
you,
does.
You don't really expect that out of him.
Yeah.
But that's where his intelligence level comes in. He's really just a big nerd. And him and June are like these. She gave him a bracelet, so some other items. So some of Sonny's
James is up, dude.
clothing could be from June, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So they're.
His necklace.
You ever
maybe?
seen two people that are afraid to like fully
Yeah.
commit, but they like each other and they don't know what to do?
Sure.
They're both afraid to like kind of make the first move. That's them.
Yeah.
They're like this cute nerdy couple that
Aw.
doesn't really know what to do, and they just like adore each other. But that's Sonny. He's
And
such
now
a
he's
nerd.
freaking dead,
But
June.
yeah, he does have a girlfriend.
Oh,
You
Her name
waited
is
too
June.
long.
I don't know what she looks like.
well,
I never got around to
I
making her.
mean,
I'm gonna go on a
would've
limb
been
here,
worse
but
if-
I'm gonna suspect
I don't know.
that we will see some fan art. of
Michelle with
June
another
Yeah.
in the
gifted,
coming
dude.
weeks.
So
Michelle, please.
and she
She's
watches,
never
she watches the
underestimate
movies
this
with him.
community.
Yeah.
They are.
So that
Michelle,
Sonny's really
thank you
like
so much.
the biggest sweetheart in the world.
I'm truly
Like,
speechless.
because he's just such a nerd, and
I'm
of course
happy for
because of
you.
that he goes with. He's gonna go right.
Yeah.
It's not like the toughest guy in the world, but he's definitely gonna go try to find his friend.
Sure.
So he tells June, "Hey, I'll be back."
he may not use.
You know,
his
and that's
lo-
like the last thing he said to her
Yeah.
was, "I'll be back."
Yeah. He's gonna
And,
use his
you know,
wits.
And
He's
she's
not
like,
gonna
"Here,
use
take
his
this,"
muscles. Take
and
this.
it's jewelry, right?
Yes.
So anyway, that's Sonny. But yeah, he's just he just is Sonny.
Is there
Um,
anyone in the original group that he's closest with, like a Leland, a Julie,
What's funny is
Leland, please,
Leland is his boy.
let's go.
So
Oddly enough,
oh my god.
they are really, really close.
Let's go. That's
Okay.
awesome.
And,
Because he calls him Williams.
yeah,
I always
he-
thought that was dope.
It's in that big brother kind of way, pick on you kind of way. And
Okay.
he's trying to give. I always pictured Leland giving Sonny girlfriend advice. You know, like, come on, dude, just talk to her. Like, what are you waiting on? You know, imagine like talking to the guy who doesn't want to make a move at all. And Leland's just like, whatever, dude, come on, bro, just make a move.
I just visualize.
Yeah, but he didn't make the
visualize
move
that
on
in my head,
Julie.
and
Yeah.
it's like absolutely perfect.
Because you know, whatever
That's
advice
fair.
he gave him was
Yeah.
wrong.
Wait,
You know, we've seen that.
Absolutely.
We've seen that in every movie, right? Where it's like, oh, just do this, man, and they do it, and the girl laughs at them, right?
Yeah, you think the wrestling jock from Georgetown, Texas?
That would be
Yeah.
really
know, but
cool,
wait,
Ron.
And then
They're
and
giving
then
you
like
back.
and then June kind of laughs at him, like quit being stupid,
Quit listening to Leland.
quit being dumb. Where'd you get that at? You know,
Well,
so that's
well,
how their
honey,
dynamic.
Leland told me. Well, stop listening to Leland.
Yeah, but you know, I think you can see where that goes.
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
But I'd say they're definitely the closest, Leland and Sonny.
That warms my heart. I'm
Yeah.
and it's cool
Even
too because
Andy's
they're kind
happy.
of
Yeah.
in a sense polar opposite. One's kind of a jock, and then or not kind of he is.
Yeah.
He's an established jock and wrestler in Georgetown, and Georgetown, Texas. And Sonny's
Eternal, maybe one day, dude.
the one that uses his wits and his brain to beat you, not his muscles. So it's
It's the contrast,
yes,
and that's why it works.
yes.
You know, if there was another nerd, I wouldn't want him and Sonny to be friends.
No,
You know,
that-
that'd be obvious.
It'd be obvious
Yeah.
in the in a,
Yeah, so a lot of these things I've never just told anyone. These are all these things that help define the character as we're making them and to help me figure out who they are. So, and he's hearing it for the first time too.
yes.
So
It's very true. I
Yeah.
wanted to learn just like as you guys are right now. So, this is so far this is a lot of fun. I'm having a blast, guys. I can't even tell you. Let's move on to Julie, who I lived in Los Angeles in California for 15 years myself. She is a sporty SoCal
yeah,
girl.
you kind of have to be.
Yeah, voiced by the great Scout Compton.
Yep. Who's also a California type of girl.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know.
So as far as Julie, let's see what we got here.
What do people want to know about Julie?
Well, I would say from what I see around our community, I feel like she's the one I see most requested more info on. Not it's not that we haven't tried to give more info, but I feel like that there's a sentiment that gosh, we really need some more about Julie. What makes her tick? Some coming of age moments
Yeah.
to make her who she is and stuff like that.
She definitely has that because what you see now is like this confident Julie. She's beautiful. She carries herself well.
Yep.
Right. She's tough and strong, and on her appearance, if you just look at her appearance, you would think that she's never had any problems.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Like she looks very confident in the way she carries herself.
Sure.
And even her VO lines are like that. There's not a lot of self-doubt in there. But that wasn't always the case. I always pictured Julie as the girl who got hurt and then recovered and said, no, I've had enough. So, as a freshman, she was dating a senior, and they went to prom, and then he graduated and left and never talked to her again.
He also voices Ginny in F13.
Left Julie in the dust, went to college, nothing from her. Just completely gone, out of her life.
Well,
like this happens a lot.
Julie girl, you much better off.
Exactly. So the Julie you see now. So then she
Sissy and
tried to
Johnny
find
had
herself.
seen voice
Like,
actor.
I'm never going to let that happen again. I'm not going to let some dude do that.
But
to
who
me
voices
again.
Sissy?
And part of her soundtrack
I
and the
thought
playlist,
the
two of her
person
favorite
that
songs are
voices
about
Jenny
that.
Voiced Sissy.
They're about overcoming that and becoming. A
Oh,
new
you were
person.
right. I'm totally wrong. I'm
And
pretty sure.
Not letting a guy ever do that again. Not a girl or guy.
Sure.
Mess with your emotions, make you feel that way, put you down, use you.
Mhm.
So out comes new Julie out of this world, and she starts dressing more confident in the way that she knows. Like she's like, okay, I'm going to start showing.
Yeah, I
off.
got him
don't care.
confused.
I know who I am.
Yeah, I know who I am.
Yeah.
And I want you to look at me and like me because you're not getting me, kind of thing. Right? And that plays into her relationship with Leland. Where, so when you get to him and you ask me about him and Julie,
Yeah. Well, we can.
Julie does like him, but
Christina
she's not
voices. Yeah, you're right.
ready. She's trying to make him earn it, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, no, I've been down this road before. I dated the king of the school, and he left me in the dust after he took me to prom. Like, you could be that same thing. And that's what she sees in Leland. So she likes him.
She likes him, but there's still that little fear and doubt
Fear-
in the back of her head.
Yeah, because she doesn't want to commit. Like, she doesn't want to be like, yeah, I'm in it, and then be afraid to get hurt. So Julie is very closed off for that.
Yeah,
reason,
internal.
because she's like, no, I don't want to go back to that. And if I put up this wall, I feel like we're in a soap opera here, but if I put up this wall, you can't hurt me.
the
Right.
days of the Texas
Yes.
Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes. So that's her story and how she kind of evolved into the Julie you see now, which is why I really wanted Scout to do her voice, because
Yeah, when she did a
Scout
hell
is
of a
super
job.
confident.
Oh, yeah.
And if you've ever been around Scout, she's confident. You would never know if something like that happened to her,
Right.
right? And I'm sure, like everyone, it has.
Yeah.
But it's what you see now, and that's the new Julie. So yeah, her relationship with Leland is a little weird. She does like him, and she wants to do that, but she's still trying to figure out if he's going to hurt her or trying to make him earn it, get to know him more. But he's like, no, he loves her. Like, he's all in. But
Jules,
she's like, hold up.
not so fast.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of Julie came from that little relationship moment. So when
Yeah.
we designed her character,
And now they're both
confident,
dead.
strong. She's like
Shut
stamina.
up.
Like she plays sports. She's got the confidence
Sure.
there. So we just needed to know how she got to that part. And she got there by being stepped on and kind of used by this guy. So there was, fall for the high school senior.
I hope. Can't blame her for feeling that way.
Yeah.
You really can't. That's a good segue into Leland.
Yeah. So what do you got for Leland? What we got?
Anna got them killed.
I know there was a hub post that came out a couple years ago that Matt Chacha wrote, and it was a great piece on him. It talks about, he was kind of the king of the world in the wrestling days at Georgetown High School. He kind of, he was on that pedestal. He was a really good wrestler, and then there's was once he got to the University of Texas, was there kind of this transition for him? Was it a weird transition for him? I guess because you're far away. I mean, not that you're far away from home, but going to the University of Texas, leaving Georgetown, there's a difference there.
Yeah, there's only, Georgetown's probably 20 miles.
Okay.
30 minutes away.
Yeah.
So it's now they probably almost consider it a suburb
Sure.
of Austin, but it's not. It's a different city. For Leland, if you haven't guessed, not a lot of characters in the game have a happy ending. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you put that two and two together, but
Wait, they're called victims, right?
yes. So even their life has a lot of that. Their backstory has a lot of that. So yes, he wrestled in high school, and like many people in high school who play sports and they're really good, doesn't mean you're going to be able to play at the next level. So here you have this super confident guy, Leland, who has had to work for it.
Yeah.
Like you don't just get handed that. It's
Sure.
years and years of training to be a good wrestler, and then he figures out he can't go to college and wrestle because he's not good enough.
Yeah.
Like being good enough in a small, being the best in a pond is not the same as the ocean.
Definitely not.
So he can't go wrestle. So now he has to go through college trying to find himself again. Every bit of his identity was wrestling in high school, and now he's just Leland.
So that's why he quit.
So is it?
He's the guy who used to be Leland.
Yeah,
If that
so
makes sense.
No, absolutely, it makes sense. So it's safe to say that when he got to college, there were some confidence issues going on.
Yeah,
with him.
and he doesn't know who he is anymore, and he's trying to find himself. One thing that people don't know, and part of Leland came from, like, I love a show called Friday Night Lights. I love the movie as well. I've seen it about 150 times, but I've seen the show, every episode, about 1,000.
Mhm.
It's my comfort show. I put it on and watch it. There's a character named Tim Riggins, who, if you Google him, every girl will know who that is,
Yeah.
and half the guys will. Anyway, he graduates. He's like the star, but after that, nothing. And one girl says to him one time, "Aren't you the guy who used to be Tim Riggins?" And he's like, "I'm still Tim Riggins." Or how's it feel to be the guy who used to be Tim Riggins, right?
Right.
Because he was so popular and such a star, and now he's not. And that's Leland a little bit. That's what do you do after you have nothing? Everything you've had is gone, and you just have to exist. And you've had your whole identity just not taken, but you lost it in a way. So
Yeah.
And now he sees Julie, and he likes her, and he's not used to that. He's not used to a girl telling him no. He's not used to
Yeah.
some beautiful girl like Julie saying,
Yeah.
"Dude,
He's
what?"
not used to rejection. He's not. He's not used to being the best wrestler on.
Yeah, he's not used to losing.
Yeah.
He's not used to rejection. But in a way,
Yeah, I'm still a Leland main through and through.
and that's why
What
I
about
needed him
Sonny?
to fail at college.
Sonny's too powerful
So
for
that he
me.
can just be.
I do like Sonny a lot. He's probably my
Yeah.
Just continue that
favorite.
star wrestler, has it all.
I see.
I needed him to get turned down by Julie a little bit,
Well.
just in my head, to help define the character, and to give Julie more power.
Leland
To
is a
keep that
jockey.
power
Yeah.
dynamic of try this again, keep going. One day when I think you've earned
Anna's
it,
your main.
we'll go out, kind of.
He's
thing.
dope.
Right. So that's Leland in a way. It's just a high school kid who had it all.
I'd
who-
probably go
who
with
has
Ethan or
slowly
Sean.
realized
That's my main
it's over.
go-tos.
Yeah.
You said Leland
Which,
and Anna.
believe me, that's not just related to
Yeah.
athletes.
Yeah.
That's half the kids that go to college, whether you're in band
Oh, absolutely.
or you studied art in high school or whatever it is. And you
Oh, yeah.
figure
No,
out
I
when you
can
go to
relate.
college,
I don't
you-
look like it now, but I was a
Yeah.
really good athlete in high school.
and then when you go to college, and it's either maybe you do make a team and when you ride the bench.
Yeah.
Maybe you're the worst player on the team now when you were the best player in high school. Yeah.
I can relate. I was humbled.
We're both sitting here for that reason.
Yeah, absolutely. I can totally relate to Leland. It's one last thing on Leland. Back to him and Sonny. He and Sonny
Yeah.
being very tight. When he was going through these transitions and these confidence issues, did he speak to Sonny about
Arnie,
that?
Oh yeah, and what's funny
I'm
is
the Sonny goat,
is
bro.
like,
You know that.
dude, why you listen to you complain? You had it all, dude. What are you talking about? Like, I've been on like 2 days my whole life. Right?
What?
So it's like, why am I helping you? It's like, it's totally this dynamic of, why are you complaining?
Right.
You've had it all. I've never had it. And there's that dynamic back and forth where it is funny to hear like Sonny in my head talk to Leland
Kyle, what's up, man?
and like give him advice. Because now Leland, in a way, is on a level playing field
Yes.
with Sonny, and he's not used to it. So
Because it's gotta be so unique for each of them. Like, Sonny, what do you mean you're coming to me?
yeah, I should be coming to you.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
bro?
so it's very weird, kind of funny dynamic between the two.
I love that
Yeah.
so much.
It's very unexpected. I'm sure people didn't expect them to be friends. So
Yeah.
I think you can make a whole show out of them too.
We need it.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our next victim. Connie.
Here we go. The farm girl. I think that's her
Farmtown in
deal.
Illinois.
Really?
Illinois,
That's
right?
it?
I got that right, don't I?
Yeah.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Paris, Illinois,
Yeah,
not
Paris.
Paris, France.
Yeah, Paris, Illinois. Farmtown.
It's a real place.
Yeah, it is
Didn't
a real
know.
place.
Not much there.
Not
but
much. And so that probably put her in a little bit of a box growing up, a little bit.
Yeah, I think when people think of farm girl, like, oh, she wasn't oppressed.
Right.
She wasn't like, oh, it's the preacher's daughter or the farmer's daughter. She has to rebel. That was never her, and that was never her relationship with her parents. So it wasn't like, I bet I'm
Like
have
it
to be a
will-
good girl, so when I get to college, I'm gonna be bad. It wasn't that dynamic. It was
Okay.
just,
Junior, good to see you, man. Have you been well?
I spent time growing up on a farm, and she's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
Me
it's
too,
a 30-minute
Kyle.
drive
Me
to
too,
see
brother.
her friends. It's like to get to the school. It's if you grow up on a farm and you have to work physically, like manual labor for everything. Hey, fix this, fix that, fix this, and you're relying on your crops or whatever to buy you things, right?
Sure.
It's a hard life, and that's what kind of gives her ingenuity of how she can fix things, and she's very crafty and smart. So even though she's this stunningly beautiful girl, like she's got that work ethic, and she can just be covered in dirt and be okay with it because she knows like the value of hard work and growing up on a farm. But it was never, my dad won't let me date, or my dad won't let me do this. I can't wait to leave.
Okay.
It's more about just imagining her thinking, is there more out there? Right. A lot of
Self-discovery, if you will.
yeah, a lot of small town kids you don't get to see. You see movies, you see
Yep.
magazines. You're like, there's another world out there for me. If I can just get to college in a big city, I can get my life going. And really, that's Connie just wanting to get out and explore and get her life moving. She feels like, okay, I got.
Damn it. And she hung out with the wrong
It's not
group of
because she needs it.
friends.
Yeah.
It's not because she feels like
Yep.
her dad's like, be home by 8. It's not that at all. Like, perfect relationship with her parents. She loves them to death. But it's just, I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go to college because I know there's something more in this world for
I
me.
can totally relate.
So normally that'd be a happy story.
Yeah.
Like I said. She
Thanks for the
hard, does
donation.
all the right things.
William with the $5
Just
bomb.
super chatted with 5. They
Big
said,
city.
I'm freaking loving this.
Infinite possibilities.
Me too, man. These
Your whole
characters
life
are
ahead of
so
her.
well done that it actually kind of
Kinda
makes you
made
feel
wrong friends.
sad that they all brutally
Right.
die.
Bound to happen.
But yeah, so that's Connie. And, people always ask, I was never going to say this because it's just for me personally. But
But thank you for the 5 bomb, my man.
people want to know who her boyfriend is.
Okay. Yeah.
Hold
I see-
up.
I see it all the time.
She likes a girl. There's a girl in her high school that she really likes. And
Go Connie.
she did. And she had to leave her behind.
Damn.
was- Her girlfriend didn't get to come.
Well, I guess that's probably a
Connie had
good
to
thing,
choose.
actually.
Stay behind, like a lot of people do after high school. Do you
Sure.
stay behind for your high school sweetheart and derail your life? Or do you leave them? And that's Connie's story, but she's been trying to get out of this forever. And, she had another guy she was interested in too, but she just became friends with this girl, and it grew into more than that. And
Safe to
they
say
just
she
did
fell
each
in love
other.
with this girl?
She did.
Yeah.
And then she had to make the decision to leave her.
Ooh.
So once again, all of our
Hard.
characters have to do something. Their stories all have an underlying tone of either try to have some self-sacrifice. You have to do this. You have to overcome this,
Yep.
or they get hurt. There's no clean victory here for anyone. So really, that's Connie
Well,
having to leave.
Well, I
One of
think
the few
he
people
said she
behind
liked the boy
that
too,
she
so
likes and trusts.
Yep.
that could have been you.
Just to continue
Yep.
living her life.
Yep.
So, and that happens, I think, every day.
I can't see the chat right now, but I'm gonna guess it's exploding.
About Connie.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
New
a-
map coming out around
So,
I
mid-April.
like that about it.
Okay, good.
That would
Yeah,
be.
so
I'd
Connie
be
the
okay with that.
is not
You're
maybe,
safe
I don't
for
know
now,
what people
but I'll
thought,
see you
but,
soon.
she's definitely maybe not that.
West with the 4 bomb.
As Keltner
Yeah.
just
I-
donated
I
4.
vi-
I
They
love
said-
that.
Visually,
They said,
I
do
wanted
they
her
all die? Wink, wink.
to blend in.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Obviously, she's beautiful, and she's just
Yeah, Kyle, I hope so, man.
And
I hope we
but
get some more
wanted something
teases.
more than that. That's why she is very, very good at picking locks, and she's got that homemade skill of overcome. Hey, fix the tractor. Hey, fix this. Hey, our fence fell down. We got to fix it. We can't hire
Right.
anyone to make it.
Right.
She's completely tough, but she may not look like it.
Yeah.
She's not, wearing overalls or something
Yeah.
like you would expect, maybe. So I like the contrast of her beauty versus what she can actually do. You know, she could put up a fence and I couldn't.
Right. Nor could I.
Right. So I love that dynamic. She kind of reminded me of like Jodie Foster a little bit.
Oh,
when
love that.
When I was thinking of her character.
Okay.
About.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Sorry, I never told you that.
Light bulb just went off.
So like, you know, Jodie Foster has that
I love
beauty, but
Andy,
she's also
dude.
tough.
Yes.
He's
And
so
that's
dope.
kind of part of her vision I had for Connie. A little bit
awesome.
of, because I've always loved her and I felt she always plays these tough characters. Like even like in Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Right. Just because it came on the other day and I was watching it. But I was like, yeah, that's what I wanted a little bit of. But I also needed her to make the
That is
sacrifice
super
of
cool.
a little bit. Not just, oh, I'm going to college. I needed her to leave something behind.
Sure.
So that it meant more. So yeah, there's Connie. I really don't know what this girl looks like though that she likes.
Okay.
So once
Well,
again,
community.
you know, well, I do know that people love creating fan art.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, anyway, I would definitely
Always
not.
keep-
I definitely wouldn't turn down seeing fan art
I would not.
of anyone we mentioned today. So
Does her girlfriend from high school have a name? No name?
sure doesn't.
Well,
Because at that point they didn't want people to know.
that makes sense.
So I was never going to say it
Yeah,
because it was kind of a secret.
that's cool.
So
Cap off Connie. Is there someone, kind of the same question for,
No.
we have for Sunny. Is there anyone in the group that she's the tightest with or anything? Like,
Anna,
Anna?
but she doesn't. They're so far away. She appreciates. I mean, obviously Maria.
Yeah.
But she sees some of herself in Anna and Maria. Because she knows where they come from. She knows how hard they had to work to get here.
Right.
She
That's
relates
cool.
to them on a mental level because of that.
Yeah.
Like-
And plus of Anna kind of planning this whole thing to go
Yeah.
find Maria, and they had that road trip there.
Yeah.
Safe to say,
And Connie's like,
that's
I'm
my
coming.
girl.
Yeah, because you know Connie does talk to Maria. I mean to
Yeah,
Anna. They'll
sure.
call each other.
Got
and
it.
Stuff. She'll say, "Hey Maria, how's your sister?" And you know, so it's a kind of a little sister relationship. But she does see a lot of herself in Maria and Anna. So yeah,
I love
they
it.
share some of the same traits.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
Anna the goat.
and we may
They released
actually
the
have
big
more
news about their
questions for these
plans around
characters
mid-January
at
and
the
gave
end. I can't
us
remember.
around 3
Yeah,
months
we
in, and
may.
they said
If
that
we
the
went
match
over
will
your
be
favorite
released at
character,
the
you
end of
didn't
that
give
time
what you
span.
wanted.
Yeah, at the
Your
end of the
question
90
may be
days.
at the end. I don't know.
we'll
So,
see. All right, moving on to Anna.
Anna, yeah. So
you touched about
Okay.
Go ahead.
Final girl.
I know how much this character
yeah.
means to you.
So anyway,
go
once
for it.
again, when I was traveling around the towns, and I found consistent themes between Maria and Anna and real life people that
Yeah.
were there. I knew I wanted the younger sister to try to save the older sister,
Yeah.
and to be courageous and brave. I just love that. And a lot of people don't know that Anna, you're going to be floored. She's a cheerleader.
Anna's a cheerleader?
Yeah, Anna's a cheerleader. So
Really?
yep, for the football team. Didn't think Anna was a cheerleader, did you?
No.
I know.
Not at all.
And of all the fan art I've ever seen of her, I've never seen anyone, or even the backstories, think that she was a cheerleader. Her boyfriend was a star player on the football team.
Okay.
He went away to college and left her. He got a scholarship. She can't go.
Damn.
He said, "Come with me." She's like, "Where am I going to live? I can't live in your dorm with you.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hold you back."
Yep.
So once again, Anna, who lost her dad,
Yep.
a couple years earlier, her and Maria did.
The cheerleader
Her
outfit
sister
coming
goes to
soon?
college. Her family saves up money
That could be
to send
cool.
Maria to college, like partial scholarship, but family had to spend money. Anna loses her boyfriend, who abandons her as well and leaves. She too chooses not to go with him, and now she's still just stuck at home. And she has no prospects and doesn't know what she's going to do with her life at all. So she's seen all these people leave her life. So she's had years of working hard, obviously, to try to help Maria, because Maria's working to support her, and she's also trying to work, but she's a couple years younger, right? So you got this younger sister who is looking around going, when's it my turn? And it ain't. And it's never her turn.
Poor.
And that's like,
I love
that's-
Anna so much.
that's part of like I said, there's no happy endings.
Yeah.
Life doesn't have that all the time.
Yeah.
And it certainly doesn't have it for these characters.
It doesn't
So-
seem like it.
You know, that's just, she can't even get to the next stage. At least Maria gets to go to college. Connie got to go to college, right? All these characters who, in our story, meet at college. Anna is just still at home, trying to figure out what to do next. Do I work and try to save up? Do I go to a different college if I can? Like, what do I do? I've graduated now.
We know she's tough physically, and she's definitely tough mentally.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this had to affect her a little bit mentally.
Yeah.
You know, and
I mean,
that process of all, you know, I mean, she can't pursue any passions, goals, you know, like, you know.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah, and
It's a small town, so.
like, for instance, Maria's passion was photography. Does Anna have a passion like that?
Anna's
You know,
whole existence was cheerleading and being there for her boyfriend and watching him get better and better and better at football. They even won the state title 5 months before our game takes place, because that's when the high school football playoffs are.
Yeah.
Which the Uvalde Coyotes
Dude,
really
this
did
would
win the
make
state
an
title
amazing movie.
that year. And
I'm
that's for
sorry,
high
I'm
school.
back.
So
There was the
I
major
was standing on that
malfunction.
field one day,
What
taking
about?
photos,
Deal
and I
with
looked
it.
up and saw the state
Anna's a
championship sign,
cheerleader.
and I was like, holy crap.
What?
Yeah.
So
Her boyfriend went off to
1972
college and
state
left her.
champions. I had no idea.
That's
So,
wild.
And I was like,
okay.
wow.
This is
So
an
not only did
amazing
her
movie.
boyfriend
Yeah.
play on the team, but he
Yeah.
won a
Also,
state title, which helps get
Connie
you
and
recruited.
Anna are really
Yeah.
close.
So
Absolutely.
she gets to watch him grow up and get
Checks
better
out.
and get more attention. But that also,
Good
she's
news.
happy for him, but at the same
I found
time,
the
that means he's
GFUEL
leaving her.
I made this morning.
Nice.
So it's a
And
weird
drinking the
relationship.
rest of it,
She
it's
wants him
the
to succeed,
Percival
but that
Flow
also
flavor.
means
Okay.
he's getting out
okay.
of town. He's going to college.
Code Splasher.
And it's going to be far
20%.
away. And he's like, yeah, come with me. Come
Anytime,
with me.
anytime,
That's
you know?
not how that works.
No.
You
Yeah.
know, where's she
Just
going to live
hoping you'll
off
start paying me
campus?
soon,
How's she going
you
to
know?
pay for it? So she goes and gets some crappy job, and
Hey,
while
how's
he's
it-
traveling around playing football, and you know, she was willing to do that. And he's like,
So why wasn't this a
he
single player
was- he
story
wanted
mode with
that.
all
She's
these
like, no, I
fleshed
can't
out characters? I
drag him
mean,
down.
you love what we
She
got,
doesn't
but
even,
Jesus,
she's still
these
thinking about
characters
herself
would be so much
in that
more
moment,
alive.
even though her sister's
I
left her
know.
Yeah.
and their dad died. She's still thinking about Anna.
Yeah, I still hope we get something,
So
something like that.
she's still, you know, she was still in that town, and then she gets the courage. You know what?
What
You
if
know
that it's
I'm not
museum
feeling
mode?
sorry for myself.
I doubt
I
it.
gotta go
but
find my sister.
Yeah.
something to
So
think
all
about.
those things would normally maybe take a person and make them not want to help.
Yeah.
Or I'm just gonna stay here, figure it out. They're on their own, kind of thing. But no, even despite all that, she's like, no, I'm gonna go find my sister. So that's Anna's stuff.
A lot of sacrifices from Anna,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of what you had to do. I mean, she didn't really have a choice, you know?
Yeah, other than let her sister die,
Yeah.
right? Or not go look for her,
Yeah.
right? Or drag her boyfriend back. No, you're not going to college.
No.
Right? So,
Yeah.
you know, she stayed back behind with her mother. She makes the sacrifice to go, no, I'm going to stay with
Yeah.
mom too. Because now she feels guilty for leaving her mother. Maria gets to leave.
That is a lot
But
on the shoulders for a girl her age.
yeah.
You know?
So she's like, do I just
so
leave
much.
do I leave my mom as well? You know, so that's poor Anna.
William,
That
I
is
was thinking that
Yeah.
too, but
Yeah.
Now you like her more.
Yeah.
But yeah, cheerleading
it
people
makes
didn't
me
know that.
wonder how
And I
like,
almost put it in her bio, but I didn't. I took it out because I didn't want.
like strict they
Just-
are.
I didn't want.
Like, is an
want that to be
Anna
there. I
cheerleading
didn't want that to be her
cosmetic
identity.
like
Well,
not
I
immersive
sound
and
like a
like,
broken record, but I would
like too silly for that? I don't know.
If there's not cheerleading, if there's not an Anna cheerleader
Well,
fan
wearing
art
her cheerleading outfit while
tomorrow,
looking for her sister.
What do you mean?
I'm
Yeah.
The stream's over the
well,
next 20,
maybe they're
30
at
minutes.
work watching. I don't know where they're at. So you know.
All right.
Okay.
Let's move on to our last victim.
Danny.
Our newest one, yes, Danny.
Yeah.
Love his backstory, and I'm excited to hear more about Danny. I really what we know about him.
All right,
I think
finally we get
struck
some
a chord
Danny.
with a lot of folks in the community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, growing up.
In a foster home.
Foster
Yeah.
home, yeah.
People are like, what happened to his parents? And you know, his mom left. His mom left him, and his dad was a drunk.
Oh God, it's
So
just
eventually
always
he got taken
sad.
away and put into a
Yeah.
home. And there's no good story for Danny.
No.
Other than, yeah, he still did well. There's programs within foster programs that let you go to school, right? They pay for your college, so that's a thing that happens. So he gets to go to college, but that's at the expense of his shitty life,
Yep.
right? So it's like, yeah, I get to go to college, but only because of how shitty my life had been and the people had left me.
Sure.
So, yeah, he's got no real parents to speak of. He's not well equipped to handle things
awful.
in life all the
I
time.
agree, William.
But he is handy. Like he knows how to do things with his hands. He knows how to fix things. He's into cars and things like that. So he's a hardworking kid.
Yeah.
He's just never
Someone
had the
said
support,
at
the family
PJ
support,
Cosmetics
they've
because
been
they were
pieces of
abducted
crap.
while
He's a
they were
tough
sleeping.
He's a tough son of a bitch, right?
He is.
So
Okay,
and
that's
he gets
kinda
to go to
cool.
college. And then when he meets Maria,
Sunny in some
That's
pajamas.
when-
That'd be cool.
because of her dad passing,
It would make sense.
They kind of
Yeah.
find
Not too out
some
of character.
comfort in each other.
The thing is, they
So he
just got to
meets them
loosen up a
because he's-
little bit. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
I
we
think
need
immediately he
bikinis
met
and
Leland,
stuff,
like,
but
in that group.
Yeah.
Okay.
just
You know, 'cause,
loosen
hey,
up a
tough
little
guy
bit.
wrestler, blah blah, and they, they're just hanging out, being bros. And then that's when Leland meets Maria.
So when is
Yeah.
the Joppa coming?
Who's that?
The what?
She's the most
The
beautiful thing I've ever
Joppa?
seen.
The one who
Oh.
wants to join us?
Me, come on, dude.
With that
Hook me up,
5
right?
endurance,
Like,
7
so
toughness.
that when they met and started talking about their backstory, immediately, you can just tell. You see it in their eyes. They just knew.
Yeah.
Those are things you can't hide, right? So he knew what she had been through, and she knew what he'd been through. So they immediately clicked.
Do you think we get a
So
release date
yeah,
for
her and Danny
Virginia?
met because
After?
of their tragedy.
If not a release date,
Yeah,
maybe
you
at
know,
least a
linked
tease,
them
hopefully.
together.
Yes, it gave them
Like a
reason
full
to
body character
keep
look.
chatting.
An official T.
Yeah.
Right, so where are you from?
That too.
We're just cool. And he's like, well, I did, but I didn't. Where you live? And she keeps prodding and prodding and prodding. And finally, he's like, listen, I ain't really got a home. Right? I came from a boys' home, and
Yeah.
my parents left me. Is that what you want to hear? Like, because she's interested in him, and she wanted to know all about him. What's your parents' name? Blah blah blah. Right?
Yeah.
Because that's what you do when you meet someone. You're
Of
excited
course.
to get to know them.
Of course.
And then she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And then she's like, well, my dad.
Danny is
passed away,
voiced
too.
by a guy who played Teen
So
Wolf.
there's that link.
What the heck?
Yeah.
I didn't know
So
And her opening up probably
I don't know what that
allowed
is.
Danny to
that. It's like a
open up.
TV
and-
show about
Yeah. So then
teens turning into
people
wolves.
also want to know how he got to
I don't need the
Or
Choppa, the giant
Nancy's.
running around.
Yes.
and how he didn't go.
Yeah.
And I've also seen why he didn't go on the wildfire.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So why didn't he go on the wildfire trip?
Wildfire.
It's because he didn't think to do so. You don't expect the person that you're seeing to never come back.
Yeah.
To drive around towns and take pictures of wildflowers, you wouldn't think, I better go with you and safeguard you.
Yeah.
Right? So it's one of those things where you say goodbye to people you love every day and you
Yeah.
expect them to come
Even
home.
if Danny went with her,
It's
could
like, I'll be
he
back in a
really
couple
do
days.
anything
He's like,
against
want me to go with you?
Johnny?
He's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, don't worry about it.
Maybe
I need to just
Like,
take photos. I want to do
like-
it. It's like
That
a new
whopping
trip.
15
I
strength.
want to just
let him
exist.
die
Okay.
while she gets
That's why.
away. Maybe
There's
I don't
really no
know.
crazy reason other than the fact that
The dude saw
Johnny
His,
was
his girlfriend
the
just
dude
was
saw
not in-
Nancy and still
dangerous.
trusted
Yeah.
her, so
he's
he's
just
not too
driving
smart.
around
taking pictures of some
hill
wildflowers.
country.
Yeah.
taking
I mean, but
pictures
she
like
still
people
beat up
do
Nancy though.
during
But
that
still,
time.
Nancy's not that strong.
Yeah.
But the reason he's not with the group of kids
On the road trip, yeah.
when they go to find she
Danny
already
was making
left.
out with Johnny, posting
So
pictures
he
on
left
Reddit.
before
Yeah.
our other victims.
Yeah.
did.
Ooh,
Ooh,
see what he's gonna
interesting.
This chat's wild.
Wow.
Honestly,
I
I'm
bet.
coming. I'll be there in a day or so. And he's like, I'm not waiting. I'm going there now. I don't care. I'll meet you there. Right. I'm not waiting. My
Well, Justin,
girlfriend's
this is
Yeah.
what
I've waited
Gunn
long
Don't
enough.
blame him. I
specializes
would have done
in.
the same thing.
So if you notice on Nancy's map,
Then why are they
behind their
making
house is a
multiplayer
salvage
games and
yard.
not single player?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They
Matt can
love
attest to
multiplayer.
this.
They said
One trip
they
in
have no
particular,
interest in making
Justin,
single
we
player.
noticed a lot of houses that were houses, but behind them were
But
either
these types of
junkyards
character
or salvage
designing and
yards.
stuff, they specialize in
And
for sure.
that's a typical, like if you look up junkyard or salvage yard, it's usually owned by like a family
Weird.
or something in a small town. It wasn't always a place of business. It was a family who started a business, who lives in the house, and now behind them, hey, yeah, go back there and look if you need a fender or something for your car. So Danny knows that her car was found. He knows the police found her car, but he doesn't know where it's at. And the police aren't talking to him about the investigation.
Well, yeah, how you doing?
So in
We're
his
talking about
mind, he
Danny
thinks if I
currently.
check salvage yards, maybe her car's there. And maybe I can find something in it if I can sneak in. So there's only a couple salvage yards in town. Obviously, the family's not dumb enough
Danny
to leave
lives
her car
hard.
there because they don't have it anyway. But in his mind, he's like, okay, where can I find clues? Where do I even start?
Yeah.
If no one's helping me.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't go to the gas station first. Like he just went in town and they're like, yeah, the salvage yard out on 402. He sees her house. He sees the backyard, obviously.
Salvage yard.
So he knocks on the door and is like, have you seen this girl? You know, and then that was going to lead to, yeah, I'm looking for her car also, blah, blah.
Right.
So really that's how Danny makes that connection. It's a prayer. It's a shot in the dark. Yeah, it's a shot in the dark on, he doesn't even know if it's going to work. So
Yeah.
He leaves before the rest of the kids because he refuses to wait. So
I think it's time to
So
move on to
many
family.
new victims.
Ooh.
This is
Eternal,
gonna
thank you,
be
dude.
fun.
Roll through.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Go.
That's kind of cool.
So Danny
This
Danny
was
left.
this
got
question I
captured
believe was
first,
from someone.
then Anna
who's the
and her
most
group.
sympathetic of the family?
the cook.
Yes.
I mean, I think most people would agree that the cook, because he shows it in the original film.
Yep.
He even tries to warn the guys, you know, Jerry and Kirk.
Yeah.
You don't want to take those girls around that house, right? He tries to talk them out of it because he just doesn't want the trouble, right? And he feels sorry for the girls in a way. And I don't think he feels sorry for the guys.
He doesn't
I think
feel
he's like,
sorry
"Don't
for
take those girls
me
up around that house.
when he's hitting me with a
They
broom.
don't want to be there.
So he's the most sympathetic.
better be
But
nice to
why
the
does he?
grandpa.
Why does he show the most animosity towards the rest of the family?
So yeah, that's another question. Why is the cook? Because he's dealing with a bunch of idiots.
bunch of bullshit.
If you're 70 years old or whatever the age is, and you've been dealing with these idiots for the last however old they are, so imagine like a dad
Well,
who's just-
hashtag Johnny upside is gone, don't
who's just had enough, or a grandpa who's had enough, or anybody who's just had enough of all the idiots that are around him. So if it's not the
Eternal, I
hitchhiker
know,
causing
dude.
problems, running around doing God knows what,
Yeah.
hitchhiking around, digging up people. Every
Well,
time he
Justin,
comes home
hopefully Black Tower Studios will
from the
will
gas
answer those
station,
questions
he's
for
got
you,
to figure
man.
out what the hell happened.
Yep.
He's got Leatherface at
We
home.
can get some good
He's got
balance
Grandpa at home.
updates.
Like, it's a circus. And now he's got Sissy and Johnny. Johnny's out doing God knows what. He can't rely on Nancy to,
No.
like, control him.
No.
So that's why he has such animosity, because he's tired of dealing with them. So every one of his voice lines mostly are in that funny, and it's in the movie too. Like,
Yeah.
all those VO
Oh, yeah.
lines of the cook yelling at Hitchhiker and Leatherface.
Yep.
That theme we carried over because we didn't want to change his character. And I was never going to step on Kim's characters like that. And all of a sudden the cook likes the hitchhiker.
Sure.
So I kept that consistent with the film. And it makes him funny.
Yeah.
But in the reality is he would be upset because they're idiots.
Well, and truth be told, you just said it. He is. I mean, I don't know what that says about me, but the cook was my favorite character. From
Yeah,
the
'cause he's
original
funny.
film. He's funny as hell.
Yeah, his one-liners are funny. And even in the second movie, he's got tons of
Oh God.
dealing with Chop Top. And
Whoa.
Yep. Absolutely.
he's like, he can never
Chop
catch
Top?
a break.
Uh,
And really, that's why the cook is so fed up.
Yep.
He's just trying to run the gas station. Yeah, they're eating people.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's a business. And he's trying to run a business.
Business is good.
And he's got idiots he's surrounded by idiots. So, in a nice way, right?
Of course.
Every day is something new. So he's had enough.
Yeah.
So that's why he's so mad.
Well,
I wouldn't want it any other way.
we're gonna break down. Let's break down the three original family members that we had that
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
created here. We got about probably 20 minutes or so left. I don't want to rush through this, but at the same time, we are kind of a bit on a clock here. Let's start off with Sissy. I know she's one you had a
Yeah.
blast with her conception, and there's a lot of mystery and unknown things about
Yeah.
her, and that's kind of how it's supposed to be, is the way I've always understood it. But man, just speak at length on Sissy.
Eternal, I
and
hope
give us
so,
any-
man.
Yeah. So
anything cool you could.
So Sissy came from Kim's character Bible. He had a name and he had a paragraph. So if you don't know about Kim's character Bible, it's a book. We call it the character Bible.
Yeah.
Of all the characters he's created for the franchise, especially the first film, and all the characters that you never saw in the first film.
So this character Bible goes back legit 50 years.
Oh yeah, and there's a lot of characters he wrote for the first film that aren't in the film,
Right.
and no one knows about them.
Yep.
Unless you've seen this character book.
Mhm.
In there was the name Sissy Sunshine Slaughter, and a paragraph about a family member who rebelled against the family, got caught up in the LSD craze 60s, rebelled against the family, and hitchhiked and went around like all the other kids in the Woodstock movement, in that whole freedom,
Yeah.
go find yourself movement that the teenagers or 20-year-olds at that time went through.
Sure.
So she got caught up in
They
that.
talking
And
about this,
honestly, she's tired of
Yeah.
I was talking
being,
to someone.
what are you doing today? Blah, blah, the cook yelling at her. So she's a free spirit.
William
anyway.
Farrell.
So she's looking for a way out. So that was all we
Sissy
had for
is dope.
Sissy was that
I
one
like her character a
paragraph.
lot.
And
Yeah, the two new.
it was at that point where
the
we
two new
obviously,
family members are
I
pretty
got to come
cool.
up with the design, what she looks like, what she's wearing, her personality.
Sure.
So yeah, I took Kim's name and a paragraph and created Sissy from that. And I love the idea that she was a drifter and that she was doing stuff the hitchhiker
We
was
talked
doing
about this
far
earlier, but I
away.
think Sissy is
Right.
And not as crazy,
26
at
or,
least
or
on the
25.
That's
And
Oh,
So
no. Oh, it's
we needed a
27.
really,
yeah,
really
she's 27, Johnny's
beautiful face
25,
before
right?
Kelly Mittendorf came in.
oh,
I wanted her
I
to be
think
beautiful
so.
so that she could hitchhike and people would.
I remember
pick her
him
up.
being younger.
What's your real name, though?
You know, so she
Who's
uses
her name,
truck
Sissy?
drivers to get around.
Yeah.
She knows how to use people.
That
when
can't
she
be her
needs to.
name.
And she's walking
He
along,
said
hitchhiking.
Sissy Sunshine
A trucker's going to pick her
Sawyer.
up, right? So
Or Slaughter,
slowly over
sorry.
time, that doesn't always work
So,
out for him because she
lot of
appears
S's.
normal,
No
and
way,
then
that's her
3 minutes
real
after
name.
talking to her, you make the wrong move,
Oh my
try to
god.
put your hand on her leg. All of a sudden you find yourself with your throat slit.
Johnny 25,
Right, so
Sissy
there were
27.
bodies
Okay.
that were being found along the way of I-40.
carnage.
Yeah, there's a radio broadcast about the terror of I-40, and they're talking about Sissy,
Triple S.
and it's the I-40 corridor.
Yeah, I
between
remember this
Texas
radio
and
broadcast.
California, where
Yeah.
she had traveled, and
Yeah.
there's even people that survived. That there's a radio broadcast about a survivor who had an encounter with her, and they have descriptions of her, and like people at truck stops would be, "Watch out for this girl." She became a thing, but they really couldn't catch her.
A
So
lot harder back then to do
yes,
so.
like a lot of people,
Yeah.
Spawn Ranch was a well-known thing.
Yeah,
It wasn't a
it was.
secret. There were a lot of people that came and went from that place. There were kids there.
Yeah.
Like it's not just the people that committed the murders.
It was a large community.
Yes, there was a lot. There was a large.
Eternal, I
community.
did see
Sissy
that. That
just
was
one of
weird.
those, a few people that were there, or one of the many, I guess. And you know, she left before the murders happened. So she was there
Okay.
in the community while they were creating songs and doing all that, and you know, there when he had his visions of grandeur about all these things, and but like Sissy, she can't conform. So even in that scenario, Sissy cannot be controlled. So there was a lot of friction and fighting, and she had to leave. So that's why she didn't hang out there for all those years. And thank God she left before the murders, or she wouldn't be back home. She may have been caught.
Sure.
So and then she bounced
She would
around
have
a
been.
couple more places.
Charles
after that.
is not
But that was the backstory we have with
90% dead,
Sissy,
brother.
and, that's where her singing the Manson songs came from. We knew she was there during the time period when they were
Sure, it's
coming
gone
up
through
with the
some rough
songs and
spots,
singing
my man,
around
but
the fire,
Yeah.
doing crazy.
as I said, they're planning out content throughout 2024.
Yeah.
New
So
dev
we knew that
studio
she
coming
knew the
in,
songs, so
multiple
that
other
was kinda
studios
how
working
that
on different
personality
aspects.
kicked in and where
Ideally,
we got that from.
we should start seeing patches and content
But
rolling
yeah,
out
then
much
she eventually
smoother.
had to come back home.
Yeah.
Because she ran out of places to go, and now she's back home with the family. So
But it has
Back
been a
home,
rough
and
road,
the
I'll give you
last
that,
thing
my
on
man.
her, when I'm assuming this probably happened when she got back home. But do you want to give us a little bit of the backstory of how she even obtained this bride sissy
Oh.
dress?
yeah, so just like her
Charles
normal
Manson,
dress that
yeah.
she's wearing right now, she took that from a person that she killed. So Sissy was not getting married.
Sissy based.
There's a poor dead woman somewhere who was getting married and ran into Sissy in their house. Sissy kills her and just goes through her stuff and says, "Look at this pretty dress."
Kills her and
And
robs
then
her.
puts
That's
it on and
crazy.
imagines that's her getting married.
Takes a dress. That's
So
evil.
Bride
Yeah.
Sissy is not.
It's not like it's her wedding day or
No, it's a dress
Yeah.
she took from a person she murdered.
Got it.
So there's one less bride and wife in the world because of Sissy. So that's where that idea came from with her dress.
Absolutely, William. That's all we can do,
And-
my man. Hope for the best.
Rob, we have some old photos
Yeah.
of Sissy. So along the way, like I said, I create lots of stuff
Yeah.
that I don't use, or Sissy evolved over time from looking certain ways into the way that she looks now,
Sure.
and that occurred over the course of a couple of years. You want to pull up like Sissy, Rob?
Here we go.
Oh wow.
Well, this is a new one.
Years.
But yeah, so you can clearly
What?
see the wedding dress there. So these were some dress variations.
So she has a
You're probably
bionic
looking at
leg
her
or what?
leg going, what the hell?
Is that like a mechanical
That's
leg?
that's yes, that's a prosthetic leg.
That is cool.
And at one point in her early conception, this has
Wow.
Kelly's face on it.
Why didn't we get
Which
this?
came later because we wanted to see what it looked like.
Well, she has
But
shoes in this one.
we felt that was too
Oh
close
yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
So if you're wondering
Yeah.
why Sissy has a mechanical leg or a prosthetic leg, it's because at one point we thought that might be cool, but then that would take away from her. Maybe, I mean, it's tough traveling, and,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So we didn't want her to that be her identity.
Sure.
I think it's more descriptive.
Yeah.
right? So we kind of, and honestly, Kim was like, that's too much, too close to Vilmer. So we took that off, but it shows you some variations, and I wanted to show you because there's the bride Sissy dress. At one point, we were going to I had an idea to maybe make that dress her default outfit. I scrapped the idea because I really love the flower cross on the left because it looks like an upside down cross, kind of.
It does.
The way the flowers move. And I love the way that dress looked on her as opposed to something like a wedding dress. But I put that dress up because
not enough.
I wanted to
Yeah,
see
they
the
said this
contrast.
design was a few
This
years
image goes
old.
back years.
That's crazy to think about.
But ultimately, I scrapped it, and I just
That's
didn't
how
do
long
it.
development
But
takes.
when we were talking about new costumes for her and new designs, we went back to this list and said, okay, now we can do the wedding dress.
It's low-key
Now's
so
the time.
weird seeing her with shoes.
So then it's like, oh, where'd she get it? So then
It
we
is.
tell people where she got it and the
But the
backstory,
leg is
and
cool,
let's
though.
do it
I
then.
like
So
it.
really, the wedding dress is something I had in mind for her a long time ago. I just scrapped it because I wanted that black dress on
I
her.
agree with Charles. Like, we didn't have
'cause I just love the
this
way it
stream
looks.
like a few months
And at
before
one
the game
point,
released. Why are we
yes,
having it
she
now?
had a prosthetic leg. And you'll notice she
Not
has shoes
sure.
on.
They talked about it before, so
and
I think they've been
boots.
planning it
So
for
we
a
were
while, but
exploring a lot
maybe
of different ideas for her.
development just went the other
ultimately,
way
Rob, next one.
with the whole
The
change of
riffs and
studio.
everything.
Yeah, ultimately, see, there you go. I narrowed it down to combat boots, kind of like this little sneaker and one boot, and then barefoot.
Yeah.
So ultimately, I thought the boots were trying too hard, and then I thought the one shoe and the one boot was just too obvious. Like she couldn't even in her mind know that she put two different shoes on.
Right.
So I went against that because I don't know. Visually, it was. You see that girl hitchhiking, you're like, I'm not picking her up.
Right. No,
Why she got a boot on and a shoe?
Yeah.
It's just another tell that something's not right.
Sure.
So barefoot. Oh, she just lost her shoes.
Yeah.
Poor girl.
Yeah.
Look at that
She
poor
needs
girl.
help.
She needs help, and that's where I settled on barefoot. It wasn't because I like bare feet. It wasn't because I like dirty bare feet.
Sissy's
Sure.
prosthetic
It was
leg
because
should be the next DLC weapon.
I don't have a Tarantino foot fetish.
Right.
It wasn't that. It was just because I felt like, oh, that poor girl. She needs my help. Oh, she's walking barefoot? Pick her up. So there's some evolution of Sissy. Rob, there's another one. And this was we were trying to figure out how short we wanted the dress and how low the cleavage was going to be. It gets, the dress shrinks. as it gets to
Golly,
the
it's
right.
kind of crazy.
But as you
Yeah.
can see,
I gotta move my
it's very
camera so
subtle.
chat.
So
can
we had
see.
different necklines that I was
Professional
experimenting
camera.
with, different lengths, different amount of tears. But I decided on the original one was always the best for me.
The tears are kind of cool.
It was classic. It fit in
Yeah.
nicely. It wasn't trying too hard.
Yeah.
We didn't need to oversell like her. She's already just beautiful. We didn't need to go, hey, now
Yeah.
the cleavage is low and now you can see half her butt hanging out because there's a rip. We didn't need to go down that route because she already was perfect. But at one point we did think about that.
Yeah, you're right. She does have this, and Kelly gets a lot of credit
Yes.
for that. Just a unique beauty, you know.
Yes. And sometimes you can go overboard with that and try too hard.
Yeah.
So this was me going,
The
wait a minute,
hair in
what's it
front of the
actually look
face
like?
looks a lot
Let's
cooler
make it
too.
So I can
Looks
see it
scary.
visually to know that I don't want it.
I know.
Yeah, so there's another one too.
I think
There's some really old designs of Sissy. This is gonna blow your mind. Ready? Yep. So
What?
Holy
long time ago.
I have never seen this
What?
before.
That looks like
Here
Harley
is a
Quinn.
blonde,
Whoa, she has a
non-
box
Yeah.
cutter.
Kelly Mittendorf version.
Dude, a
with
box cutter
these
would have
baby
been
doll
dope.
Kind of dresses on that.
The
Once
next
again, they have
just the
shoes and
old
socks
Ghost
on,
Ring.
and that dress, those type of
No.
dresses were very, very popular.
Okay.
They were.
And
Wait,
I
what did you
didn't
say?
want
Sorry?
to just
I was
do
saying
something that you had seen
Gus
before.
from Breaking Bad had the.
So
never
while
mind.
this
Oh,
looks
yeah.
awesome, I ultimately still decided that that black dress was so unique.
What? This
hadn't
one
really seen
is
it
kind of cool.
Whereas these
It is.
I'd seen everywhere in that time.
I mean, I really like
A lot of
Sissy,
models
but can
wore
this
these,
be like her
you know,
sister or
pigtails were
something?
very, very obvious. Right.
Well, what's her name
And
gonna
I didn't
be?
want her to be too much Harley Quinn.
This can be.
Good point.
So
This can
I
be
steered
Missy.
away from this, even though I love this
Sissy and
character.
Missy.
Yeah.
I still wanted to stick to the black dress. So next one.
Damn it! Why did they show this,
imagine?
dude?
Once again, dark hair
Oh,
now.
I thought we
Wow,
were
dude.
gonna
So
put
it
her
changes
as
her
a,
completely, and she's got these
oh, there's
ripped
more.
stockings on. But once again, she has shoes on, and these dresses are not unique. I mean, they're cool for the time period,
No,
and they're
they
cool
are.
now. They're cool now that you see them because they're different.
Sure.
But when I compared them to her black dress with the flowers, and I wanted to tie in the flowers.
Yeah.
There's a constant theme of wildflowers.
Oh, this
in
is
our
kind of
game.
cool,
Sissy
dude.
uses the flowers. The flowers are what links Maria.
I like that disco
Yeah,
style.
Johnny.
The flowers are on the map.
Yeah.
It takes place during wildflower season. So that's
No, I
really
meant just
part of the
now,
reason
I'm
why I
sorry.
stuck with the
Yeah.
dress.
Wait, say again?
Flowers are almost a character.
Something
from the
completely
game.
They are,
unrelated just
and they're
happened.
Sissy. So even though I like
A
this,
what
one,
happened?
I always did. I
Unrelated.
thought that one was better.
What happened?
Really just that.
I was
that
petting
happy, so.
one of my cats. I
Um,
look away to look back
yeah.
at the screen.
Is that
I
all,
look
Sissy?
back.
Yeah, I think
The different
Wait, there's
cats
one more.
there.
Was there
And I'm
one
petting
more?
Yeah.
the other
and
cat
at one
that
point I
was
had short hair.
They did a
Oh,
switch.
wow.
And there's
Whoa.
the,
Short hair
prosthetic leg,
Sissy.
which was still
Whoa.
an awesome idea. I love it.
and the leg.
But Vilmer. We didn't want to
Yeah.
step on
In the
Vilmer's
boot.
toes.
Yeah.
So we had to cut that.
Hey,
and
what's
there's
up,
one
dude?
boot, one shoe. One
It was probably for the
yeah.
best.
But yeah, like the short hair version was always kind of cool.
I like the short
I picture
hair,
her
actually.
cutting her hair with that razor
Dude, I
to get away from the authorities.
totally see
Bro,
it.
where,
So along the
where have
way,
these
that
types of
would
skins
be
been, dude?
Or-
Envisioning
yeah,
that
you make a box cutter
her
as like
changing
a
her look on the
cosmetic
fly.
skin for her.
Yeah, I think that would be
While she
really
was-
like
No, like
brutal.
every
And
body
it
was
would
looking
work
in
with
the mirror and
gills.
shave their head, thinking
Yeah.
that's going to stop the authorities from finding them in a movie.
Yep.
When they just cut their hair
William
in the mirror.
Ferrell.
That scene.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So there's a little. I want to
Internal, that
share a
would
little
be
bit
cool.
of pre.
We better get some cool stuff on
pre-Kellen
Johnny
Rudolph,
then.
Pre Sissy, as you
I wanna
know
see
her,
Johnny with a
the
mullet.
evolution of her from the first time
No,
we thought about her
please.
until now, and all the thought process that goes into the character. So all the other characters pretty much have these as well, but we're not going to share them all today.
What?
I just wanted to look at Sissy because
Yeah.
she was a tough look to nail down.
What?
But
Wait,
once
why
I
am
found
I
Kelly's
like a second
face,
behind you?
and
I don't know.
Wes did his magic to do all the legal work to get her face in a game. with
Bald
her.
Johnny?
She was on
That'd be
board.
creepy.
No,
That really, her
please.
face in that dress,
Charles, for
and
real,
no
dude.
shoes just works for me.
Yep.
It was perfect for me. So, yeah.
We're gonna be working overtime today.
That's fine.
We
All
very
right, here we go.
we very rarely get you in here, so
right.
we'll roll through the rest of this. But we're on. Let's move on. I think
Johnny? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's move on to Johnny.
Well, you better show something on Johnny, dude.
It's no secret that the community has really glommed onto this character.
You think?
Yeah. He is a TikTok sensation.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there is a portion of TikTokers out there and people who are obsessed
Oh,
with
God,
Johnny
the
and haven't
chat.
even played our game yet.
That's already getting
They
weird.
just like the way he looks, and they want to make thirsty reels out of him, which is fine. So which is funny because we have this obsession with serial killers, right? We have an obsession with good-looking serial killers, and
Sure.
and that's a thing that I'm not going to get into because that's a whole psychological thing.
Yeah.
Right. It would take me all day. But
Yeah,
that's
it
a thing.
literally would.
Yeah, that's a thing that exists on both sides.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's for female serial killers and for male. We're attracted to things like that. So along the way, when I was thinking of characters,
Yeah,
for
Pun, you missed
Johnny,
the craziest
who's
part,
he-
dude. We just saw
who's
like
he
3
resemble?
renders of
What's he
Sissy
look
that were
like? And I knew
crazy.
I wanted him to be Ted Bundy to be able to go out into the world
Well,
and exist
Pun,
without you
and
knowing
in the stream
who's
ends,
trying
can I
to kill
rewatch
him.
the
So I
entire
needed
thing
him to
now?
be able to
Way to go.
have that facade. So and then there's part Night Stalker, who wasn't as attractive as Ted Bundy. Like teeth were
Richard Ramirez.
We have
right?
some
Teeth were like
weird
half-
emotes
yeah.
of
When
shirtless
he
Johnny.
smiled, you knew you were in trouble.
Yeah.
He wasn't well maintained.
John, you missed
Right,
some
but I knew
pre-renders of
exactly
Sissy. They had some really
to,
cool looks of her.
Someone that was lethal, but it could go out
Yeah, they were
and
insane.
exist in small towns and spring up here and there and not set off a red flag.
Right.
You wouldn't know he was following you until it was too late.
Yeah.
And even if he was following you, you wouldn't be maybe that scared because you're like, oh, it's that guy again. So Johnny came from a lot of research on serial killers.
No,
One little story I've told like 2 people ever. At one point, Johnny didn't talk a lot. He wasn't laughing. He wasn't outgoing.
Okay.
He wasn't completely the narcissistic guy that you see today that's talking to you while you're dying and laughing at you and, walking around looking for, and you're like, I know you're here. He's a very confident guy.
Yeah.
Talks a lot. And that wasn't always Johnny's personality. A long time ago, I had Johnny very cold and calculated, and he wasn't saying a lot. And I wanted him to be more evil and less relatable. Right now he's kind of like a mixture of Billy Loomis from Scream,
nice.
where he's just shit talking to Neve Campbell, right? You're
Yeah.
playing with her, and that's what he
Absolutely.
does a lot. And a lot of that came from Billy Loomis, but that's a very outgoing character.
Yeah.
He wasn't always like that. And here's the story. So the Texas Killing Fields, there's an area, in League City. If you've seen the documentary, The Texas Killing Fields.
Oh, on Netflix, yeah.
Before that came out, on one of my Texas trips, and I don't know why, I researched way too much and went to real locations where things had happened, like cult-wise.
Texas
serial killer
killing
locations,
fields. I don't
places
know
like
anything
that.
about
Just try
that.
to like figure out, just do research, and it was too much, right?
Yeah,
But
I've
I
never
did it
heard of that
anyway.
either.
And I was like, you know what? There was a phone booth that they mentioned in that documentary that I wanted to find because I was near that area. I go, I'll find this. So I think I know it's on Main Street, and I think I know where it is. And I get there, and I'm sitting in the parking lot, and I have this little book that I don't have on me where I write all my ideas down in. I was trying to figure out what Johnny was.
Oh, let's say it's a documentary about killers
The phone
who
booth is
killed
different. It wasn't
inside
actually there.
Texas.
It was moved a little bit, and
Sure.
it's a
Weird.
new gas station. And I look over, and it's at the corner of Main Street and Hobbs, which is my last name. Literally, I did not know this.
What?
I looked over and I see Hobbs, and I'm just like,
That is
this
freaky.
this is messed up, and
That
this is too weird.
Wild, dude.
And it was at that point where I was like, this is enough. I'm done. I don't know what it was about seeing that side street named Hobbs.
The Texas killing fields is a
Main and Hobbs.
highway
I'm
where
like,
many
what are
bodies
the
have been
chances
found around in the
that my last name is
70s.
10 feet from me, and I'm sitting there trying to look at this damn payphone.
That's
For
neat.
what? This is stupid. This is too much.
Many of the victims were
Right.
young girls.
It is that point where I go, you know what? I don't want to make him that cold and calculated. It was too eerie.
Yeah.
And then when I looked at the area where, like the field, the main field where
Sure.
they found a lot of those victims, I was like, I don't want to play into that anymore. I want to turn Johnny into this boisterous, outgoing character who can hide some of the fact that he's a disgusting dude behind some of the lines and
So that's
laughing and smiling. Because at one point he wasn't.
right.
And it became too cold and too calculated.
Yep.
And when I saw that sign,
That's when it
I was
pushed
like-
you in another direction.
yes, I was like, that's overboard. So it's a funny story that I never really told anyone. A lot of people who don't even know the story. But yeah, just weird seeing that. And that at that point, Johnny took a turn
Yeah.
to be more outgoing. He's still
Yeah.
saying some nasty stuff,
Yeah.
but I don't know, there's something about him that works because people enjoy the way he talks and messes with you and plays with his food and the hunt.
Yep.
It's almost so overboard
Yeah.
that it takes away from the coldness in a way.
Yep.
So that's how he happened. That's how that happened because I looked over and saw a damn sign with my name on it while I was,
So-
while I
that
was
is
looking at a payphone where the
insane.
serial killer would watch people at a payphone and that's how he would track them.
That
It's
is
crazy where
absolutely-
It was just so
people get
weird. I was like,
inspiration
okay.
from.
Yeah.
Dialed it back. So we have
Because
some
I
old
was
photos of
watching
Johnny
a
that
video
people are
about
going to laugh
Gears
at.
of War stuff,
Rob, you wanna
and
pull them
the
up?
inspiration for that game's
So
insane.
Johnny went through several variations too. Here you go.
Bro, who is
So
that,
So this is
dude?
kind of like
Whoa, he has
one of my favorite
Maria
movies is The
tattooed on her, on his
it's
arm.
one of my favorite movies. And Matt Dillon.
Oh, he
wow.
does.
Yeah,
This is,
I see it.
I always loved that character. But what's funny is if you look close, he's got Maria tattooed on his forearm.
That's crazy.
And for the,
Nice touch, Ronnie.
for the longest time, I had a side story in my head where
But this outfit is really cool.
he really,
I would
really,
take this for
really
Johnny.
liked Maria. Right.
Like genuinely like.
Yeah, so I wanted to see what it would look like if he did a homemade tattoo. Now that wasn't the tattoo I was going to use.
Right.
But if you're wondering why there's a Maria tattoo, it's because I wanted to see it and I wanted to maybe explore that, but it was unreasonable. Like it wasn't
Maria
gonna-
tattoo is
Does that mean,
disgusting.
It
like,
wasn't going
Sure.
to happen.
The
It
Maria
was
and
kind of just a
Johnny
pipe
would
dream.
know
and
each other
I wanted to
beforehand.
experiment with that.
Yeah.
Like, what if he
Like
did
he
want to
got obsessed
the
and
family?
Yep.
What if
eventually
he-
killed
this
her or
was
something? I don't
who
know.
found her,
Maybe. He
got
did
him out of
stalk
that
her
life,
for a
but
long
That's
time.
not how serial killers work.
for a few hours.
They
he
don't all
battles,
of a
yeah.
sudden just go, "Oh, I like that girl. I'm gonna."
I
put her
know
in
in
a
one of the
serial killer."
pictures
It may
you can
last a
find
year.
Johnny in the
It may
background.
last 2 years.
Yeah.
And then they go back to killing.
Hell.
So it was a pipe dream. It's a fairy tale,
Serial
but
killers have
I'm
had
sure
lives
some-
for decades.
Pun
Oh,
says-
yes,
Poor
it's
serial
ridiculous
killers.
now.
Terrible.
Pun says that's how you look in
exactly.
real life.
So I always thought this, and plus this is really too good looking.
How I look?
Like this
That's how
guy's
he imagines you
really
look.
Kind of suave and
He's
Don't
definitely
listen,
leaner.
no,
and,
I look
more,
nothing like
I'm
you know,
ugly.
like especially in the abdomen.
so he just
area.
didn't work for me.
Yeah,
Like, but I love it, but it didn't work
Yeah.
for me personally.
I agree.
So
I
there's
want the
another
white
one.
shirt and jeans though.
So here's some old
Yeah.
sketches of faces,
Oh.
Just
and you can
like
see
how-
the one we're going to use at the
The
top. that we're gonna
Wolverine.
use,
Oh
but
my god.
This is
That
where I was like,
bottom
okay,
right
I need
one,
him
oh
to be
God.
more
Yeah.
familiar looking, but I didn't really know. I started down a path of like,
Breaking Bad Johnny? No, dude.
to me, the guy on the right looks like someone you would see at a gas station, like in a small town, right?
Right.
So it was that innocent looking face that you wouldn't
Gotcha.
know, that you wouldn't particularly know he was going to kill you. He could fit in anywhere, right? Whereas I needed him to be darker, though. I needed him.
First
to be
one
more
looks like Tom
brooding,
Brady.
Yeah.
which is where Johnny on the top left comes in. So we went
These
through a
all
lot of
kinda
variations
look
of face, a lot more than this.
Creepy.
But
Weird.
this was
Yeah.
almost his face. That bottom left one was almost his face, in a way, but it just wasn't cold enough.
Oh, you hear that? The bottom left
You know,
one?
I needed him to
Yeah.
be
I
a
don't
little
love that
bigger,
one.
a little stronger, a little more menacing looking, a little more cold. Like, look at his eyes up there and look at the guy on the
Yeah.
bottom.
Oh yeah.
The guy on the bottom looks like he may be up to something, but Johnny up the
He's
top,
more inviting.
Yes. He's
It's
more
like
friendly.
Matt's Payne.
Yes.
Yeah,
So-
kind of.
I needed more cold, brooding.
I've heard that name
So
before.
eventually we did
Oh,
land
the
on
slow-mo thing
that
with the
top left
dump
photo. That hair's
dodge,
not the
right?
same. I forget what
Yeah.
we went through like 400 versions
Yeah.
of hair. But yeah, it's funny
We
that
need to do family designs in the
Johnny
future.
almost looked like one of those other people there.
Tom Holland.
Because we found a lot of like old photos of like small town Texas gas stations, and there was
Looks
always
kinda
this,
like Hugh
regular
Jackman a
looking
little bit.
dude in there helping,
Yeah.
right? Some 20-year-old dude in there helping,
Yeah.
who
Who?
didn't look evil,
Jackman,
he didn't
Wolverine?
look nice,
Nope.
just in between,
Oh,
just
I
hanging
know
out.
that guy.
in between.
Wolverine.
And so yeah, ultimately though, Johnny, to me, his face is where I wanted it to be. And it took us a long time. to
Yeah,
get
I do
there.
like Johnny's
didn't really know
look
what I wanted.
better than these.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
agreed.
we messed with a lot of different variations. So, yep. What else is there? Another? One more. I forgot. I don't even know what this is. What is this? Oh, here you go. So a little story. Johnny
One
was
more.
going to be shirtless the whole time. So I was going to launch the game with shirtless Johnny. He never had a shirt on.
See, I want the
But,
white
however,
shirt and jeans.
I could never
like it.
personally get the muscles where I wanted them.
Mm.
I just couldn't figure out what I liked. So it wasn't even an art thing. It was me personally. I could never get him to look the way I wanted because I didn't know what I wanted his muscles to
Right.
look like. So
It's gotta
about
be a little frustrating in the
it
creative
is.
process.
It's frustrating because I'm like, he's not perfect. He's not perfect. I can't get him perfect.
Yeah. Then you start probably getting your head a little bit and
Yes, I
guessing
go, let's
yourself.
play it safe and put a shirt on him. And at this point, I didn't know what shirt I wanted. I didn't know if I wanted the standard white
Yeah.
tee that you see at every gas station or a shirt that's cut off.
Right.
So ultimately, I went with the shirt that's cut off. But
The
there's
shirt
his
that's
old
cut off is
body.
cool, but I do like the
it's-
white one.
It's kind of beefy.
Yeah,
little bit.
agreed.
It's not the same body we have
Wait,
now,
wait,
but I
look
figure
on the
people
left
might
one.
enjoy.
That looks
Definitely
like the
still
shirt
in
that's
shape,
Johnny we
but
have
just
now.
a more
But why does
step
the
in the dad bod direction.
middle
Yes,
right one?
and less,
Like,
less ripped.
Why does
but
our
yes,
shirt, the
still
Johnny
just
stuff,
a
the
muscle
white
mass.
shirt
Yeah,
and not the
I mean, that-
black
But it's
one?
funny to see this photo now because
Oh, it kills
Yeah, I
that
don't
body.
know.
Are you kidding me?
yeah, that white T-shirt
Maybe
was
we
always
get
something that I.
The white
It
shirt
was
on
very
in the
obvious. It
future
was
or
very
something.
James Dean.
Yeah.
It was very
Oh, that's not
1950s.
Gotcha.
John's
It was
called
very
that.
obvious.
I
Where
see.
I feel like Johnny would have found
I
a
see it.
T-shirt and just ripped the sleeves off. So that's why we settled on that look. And then eventually I go, you know what? I think someone mentioned shirtless Johnny somewhere, and I go, you know what? Let's do it. So after the game came out and we started,
Yeah, this is the lore
Unraveling,
stream they've been talking about.
started releasing DLC. I was like, okay, we're gonna go do shirtless Johnny. So, but yeah, at one point
No,
he was
no,
gonna be
no
shirtless.
upcoming content yet.
Yeah, I had to change course and put a shirt on him just because of my own personal skill level could not get him where I wanted
Yeah.
him to be. So, yeah, is that it for Johnny? Yep. Okay, cool.
All right, just got a few questions.
Okay,
about
do we get a
Johnny
cool look
Yeah.
at Nancy or
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Move on to Nancy.
Yep.
We know
Oh, yep.
he was taken by.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, right. So
Yes.
about what age?
Oh, yeah, there's good stuff for Johnny.
So let's go back to the.
He's a toddler.
Yeah, so he's a toddler.
He's a toddler.
What?
happened when he
Look
He
at him
doesn't
as a
remember,
toddler?
obviously.
Obviously.
So, Judith, his mom,
That's
Okay.
what
we
I
were traveling
thought.
through.
Judith.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, that was when the business was happening. Salvage business with Nancy and her husband.
Oh, so I guess Virginia's not Johnny's mom.
So
What happened
she's
to
like,
him?
she's like, this is a place of business.
Oh, of course
lost,
not.
Right.
I know some people were
I'll
speculating
knock,
that.
This looks safe.
Too
There's
far fetched.
flowers and it's well kept. And it looks like a business because it was a salvage yard
Yeah.
before husbands died and Nancy closed it down.
Sure.
And it is what you see today. So rewind 20 something years. When
I don't know,
Johnny-
Eternal. I don't know.
It was a different place. So she feels safe enough to stop and ask for directions because
Hey, how's the
you
master?
either
Good to
have a
see you,
map
dude.
or you don't.
Yeah.
Her and Johnny and her mother were actually leaving. She was leaving his dad.
Oh.
So he was abusive.
Okay.
So she was leaving him and took Johnny with her to find a better life. I know. Unfortunately, she stops at Nancy's house.
Is there a happy ending?
No,
for
no
anyone
one has
here?
a happy ending, my man.
Golly.
This is not Disney Channel.
I know. It's a good start.
This is the Texas Chainsaw
Yeah, so-
Massacre.
So she says, okay, I'm traveling through here. I'm looking for this other town. I think I'm going the right way. Let's stop and ask. right? So they stop. And one thing about Nancy is you ask, if you want to talk, after fast forward real quick, then go back.
Yeah.
Nancy's
no worries.
husbands could never give her what she wanted, which is a baby.
What?
They all failed. One by one, and she killed them for it.
Golly.
That's
Really?
pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, she wanted a kid.
Wow.
And turns out
That's
she,
some deep shit.
turns out she's the problem, not them. But she doesn't know that because
Sure.
you don't get tested.
Wow.
You know, it's 19, whatever it is. So she's blaming them.
So she's like
One by
infertile?
one, none of these husbands can
Something
give
like
her a
that.
baby.
Is that why she's
She wants
always
her
like
own
gloating about
kid.
Johnny anytime?
And
Yeah,
it's hard to
probably.
go out and
She's
kidnap
just
a kid.
like, you're just
I
hiding
guess.
from her. She's like,
So
oh,
she
I'm a
doesn't
good
go out and
mother.
just take a kid.
Yeah.
You get caught. So she blames husbands, knocks off the husbands one at a time. Finally, here at her front door is a baby,
A beautiful.
a beautiful dark-haired little baby. Unfortunately, it's got a mother with it. So she's like, yeah, come on in. And Nancy ends up killing her mom, Johnny's mom.
Yep.
However,
Judith,
not
right?
yeah, but not before Johnny's mom hits her in the eye with something.
Okay.
Blinds Nancy in that eye.
I like that.
Oh.
So that's how she.
At least
that
she
eye
got
is
one hit in,
associated
dude.
From Johnny's mom.
Yeah.
Wow.
Before she went out.
There's been some good fan art of that.
Yeah.
eye,
So
yeah.
you know, it's not fully blinded, but you can see.
Yeah.
Like so yeah, Johnny's mother gave that to her
But-
as she went out. So then Nancy has a baby. So there's another question, I think, and maybe you're going to ask it.
Yeah.
How does he ever find out?
Yeah.
Does he know?
Is he aware of what happened to his mother? Who his mother even is?
Yeah. For the longest time, he didn't know because he was a kid.
Yeah.
He has you know Dexter, right? Obviously.
of course.
Born in Blood.
Yep.
That whole flashback.
Bro,
He
hell
doesn't
yeah.
know what happened, but he feels like something happened. He
Right.
has those memories.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he hangs out with the hitchhiker. Okay.
Oh,
All the
hitchhiker
time.
snitch.
Do you think the
It
hitchhiker?
always comes back to the
Uh-huh.
hitchhiker.
You think the cook and the hitchhiker is going to keep that secret?
No.
Especially the hitchhiker.
Can't keep it.
So the hitchhiker teases him. That's not even your real mama. Mama. You know, you're not part of the family. Your mom's dead. You know. So the hitchhiker.
So hitchhiker.
Wow.
He lets it out of the bag. So when Johnny gets old enough,
I mean, it's in
he's
character.
schooling, right? He's
Yeah.
10, then 11, then 12, then 13, and 14, and 15, and he's growing up and being a big, strong guy.
Yeah.
That she slowly taught how to kill and to manipulate and turn him into the monster he is.
Yeah.
He confronts her, gets mad, and was going to try to kill her. He's had enough, right? He, like any teenager, he lashes out
Hitchhiker
and
making
she
fun of the
cuts him
adopted
across
kid.
his face.
Wow, she did the
That's how he
scars on
got
his face.
Scar. He stepped up to Nancy and she
Really?
put him in his place when he was a young teenager. So, you know, he
Yeah, strict mother, guys.
he did. So, but yeah, he found that hitchhiker sees him about his mom, that he told her the truth.
That little shit.
Yep.
He's
And
such
then
an asshole.
he confronts her, and then there's a confrontation. Johnny's kind of throwing her around a little bit, and Nancy, because she's cold, and she puts him in his place and beats him and cuts him across his face and says, "If you don't want any more of that, I'd quit." You know, and Johnny, I mean,
know how I got
Johnny's
these
not fully
scars.
huge yet. He's still a kid.
My mother.
Yeah.
No.
Right. At that point, and it's the only mother he has. So
That's all he knows.
So Johnny is torn, and if that's a question.
Low-key,
that's coming
Johnny's
up,
kind
is
of
how
a
does he feel
victim,
about
bro.
Nancy and the relationship.
I know.
He knows.
What's
but
that
at this
dynamic
point,
for him?
it's Stockholm syndrome. At
dumb
this point,
ears
he's
look
in the
really
family, he's
horrible,
already-
though,
he's
so-
eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna
So
do?
Usually
he
can't
is
stop once you
partaking
start.
in the cannibalism.
Yeah, and that was a question someone had. to be
Yeah,
honest.
that was from your IG. They want to know if he was if he eats.
Yeah,
I
and
guess not to him.
Yes, he does.
Maybe
but
some
it's
on
not
his
thing he
body and
sees.
stuff. Maybe that's from
This
fighting
is
victims and
in the
stuff.
family.
But
Yeah.
the
He
one on the
enjoys
eye is
hunt.
Nancy.
He enjoys going out to get away.
Sure.
Get away from Nancy. There's also that dynamic. The more time I spend away from this lady, even though she's my mom, even though she did what she did, I'm kind of stuck here.
Yeah.
Or he can do the sissy route and leave. But in a weird way, he doesn't. You know, he still comes and goes.
That's all he knows.
Yeah, it's all he knows. It's like figuring out your parents are a serial killer. I don't know. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can
So yeah, that's where Johnny's face scar came from. Oh, and someone had a question about the other scars on his body. Those are all from fights. Either the victims fighting back,
Mm-hmm.
TMI.
Mhm.
If you study
Oh,
choking
that makes sense.
victims,
Yeah.
Usually when someone chokes someone, they extend their arms so they can't claw your face.
Yeah.
So any of the scars you see on his upper body or chest,
From strangulation.
yes,
Yeah.
you never just do this. You
Yeah.
keep them.
It's true.
You tilt your head back. So
So the
that was also a
strangulation
moment where I was
radio
like, I'm not looking at
thing
this
was confirmed to be Johnny. Then.
just to get a scar
Yeah.
right.
Right.
But some of the bigger scars are from fights. He fights dudes. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Johnny's out getting in fist fights, getting stabbed in the back by people, getting, roughing up in a bar, getting bottles broken over his head and back. So, yeah, a lot of those are self-defense from his victims, but a lot of them are just him fighting. Getting in situations he has to fight himself out of, so. But, yeah, the one on his face is from Nancy.
That's
Yeah,
wow.
she's evil. That's what I said. Even her bio says, even monsters have makers.
Surprise, she's
Right?
evil.
So on brand.
So,
Really
is whatever you feel about
Yeah, Wes is
Johnny,
probably upstairs.
She did it.
Nugget took his seat.
Nancy's the real problem.
Yeah, Nugget got promoted.
She
That's
made
just
Johnny.
all it was.
Did.
So he's just
You know,
some
the
innocent
gaming
kid who got-
layoffs, well,
which
Wes
I
got
like the
hit.
sympathy.
Yeah.
There's always what happened. Oh, that poor serial killer. I'm gonna write him a letter in prison because what he went through as a kid
Yeah.
determined what he is now. Poor baby.
How they're so intertwined. We've actually covered
Yeah.
a decent amount of Nancy while talking about Johnny.
Yeah.
The whole dynamic of them is. I know the community. I know I see it all the time.
Yeah,
There's
God,
always
this
questions
chats.
about their connection.
What are they
Yeah,
saying
the
now?
family connection.
Yeah, and all that. Like
I
here's
don't,
the
I don't
deal
want
about
to repeat
Nancy
that.
to I'll just come out and say it. There was a trailer and there was a shot.
Oh God.
The community caught it, and I laughed.
Oh,
in the
Cook.
community 'cause
Cooking,
y'all can be funny sometimes. I gotta be
Nancy
honest. But
in the frame.
at the end of the trailer,
Yeah.
there's a shot
about it?
of the
They're about
Cook and Nancy
they're about to talk about it.
sitting next to each other.
What does this mean? Are they
Standing
boyfriend
next to
and
each
girlfriend?
other.
I mean,
Are they by any chance? What is the connection there? Are they an item?
no.
Okay.
The hitchhiker and Nancy are not. Okay. Okay. Look, how many family photos do you have of people in your family standing next to each other? A million, right? Look on that wall.
Yes.
Like
No,
I can
just
just
because
I thought
he's
they
got
were
his hand on her
holding each
shoulder because
other.
they're part of the family.
They are.
My job, our
Yeah.
job every day in communities, is to interact on the social and
Yeah.
talk to
I don't-
folks. And the reaction I saw, one of the first comments I saw was literally, "Wait, is Cook and Nancy?" And I'm like, "No."
No.
all right. I don't know about that,
They
dude.
do eat people.
Cook
Okay?
is
So it's
literally
not a
behind her,
stretch to
holding
be
his
like,
her
"Oh, God,
waist.
how dare they
Yeah,
do that?"
I don't do that with my
Yeah,
family,
yeah.
so I
What
don't know
is
about
the
you guys.
association?
Here's the thing about
Well, this
Kim
family
Finkel,
eats
Joe.
people.
That's true.
Look back at the original film. People go, I'll get to Nancy in a second. People
Yep.
say, who is the cook? What's his relationship? What about Leatherface
Yeah.
and the hitchhiker? Kim didn't want you to know. Now, all we do know is that hitchhiker and Leatherface are brothers.
Brothers.
Because we hear the cook say, look what your brother did to the
Yes.
door. Not look what my brother did.
Your brother.
Not look what our brother did.
Sure.
And they don't even say, where's your grandpa? Or take him to our grandpa. All we know is he's grandpa.
Yep.
We don't know if he's their grandpa
We don't.
No,
or
bud.
some dude's grandpa. It's not the point. He's just grandpa. We just know Hitchhiker and Leatherface are brothers. So we don't know what the cook is.
Yeah.
People assume that he's like the third brother or the dad.
Yeah.
But it's never said.
He's
I
not.
always
the
thought
cook
he was
doesn't
the
say, "Hey,
third
son."
brother,
And
like
honestly,
the
it
older
works in
brother.
the film.
Yes.
And I think it works.
And he
I
doesn't
thought
want
he-
people to know. So
I
talking
don't
to
know.
Kim,
He's
what
too
I
old to
didn't
be an
wanna
older,
do,
older brother.
he's
though.
like, Sissy.
I guess so. He is really old.
You don't know where she came from, and I want to keep it that way. She could be the cook's daughter.
Yeah,
she could be
I'll
a
pass
niece.
on that. By the way,
She could be anything. And Nancy continues that trend of she's just part of the family.
Carry on. What's up, man? Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Some people might be like, oh, she's the cook's sister. Or is she
Wait.
Sissy's mom?
they are siblings.
Right? Clearly not, because
He's saying he doesn't want you to know where they come
But
from.
he wanted it to be just ambiguous. They're just a family, and the less you know, sometimes the better. We know.
Yeah.
You see these horror movies that explore
absolutely
the kid's origin, and you're like,
No.
it's too much.
the
Mystery.
The less is more approached in the first film that Kim was going for. I think. when
We
it was
we,
right.
we, we, we,
I like
we
it.
kept that throughout the characters for the most part.
And that is carryover.
Yeah, I didn't want. I would never step on his characters.
So
and all of a
many
sudden tell
new
you that
victims.
the
This
cook
is
is the
gonna be
dad.
fun.
I would
Aaron,
never
thank you
say
for the
that.
raid,
That's
man.
not what he wanted.
Yep.
And it's not up for me to say.
You're not going to say
So-
Cook's the brother either.
No, and any new characters that I come up with, if I feel like they need a mom or a dad or a brother or a sister, I'll say it specifically. But yeah, I'm in the mindset that we don't need to know because I wanted to be faithful to Kim and his characters and that world and that lore. So yeah, but no, they are not having sex, sir.
That's good to know.
Okay.
Okay, we've settled that finally, community.
Yes.
Cook and Nancy.
I don't
Nancy
buy it.
has several husbands that are dead.
Oh
We've
my
seen
god.
So she didn't need the cook.
You think she loved any of those husbands, or was she just?
No,
using
I mean, she did.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she's psycho.
them?
So define love for a psycho.
Yeah. That's-
She loves them because she needs them.
Yeah, they've talked decent about him, about Maria and each character.
Yeah. And when they couldn't do that, she got rid of them. So, yeah. Is that it for Nancy? What are the questions on there?
There's a couple more here.
All right.
Because we are about to.
I am
close out
taller than
shop
you,
here,
right,
guys,
Anthony?
but I want-
We'll go over the final list.
Yeah,
for sure. There's a
Just-
few
Yeah,
left. We actually
yeah.
put up a good amount of them.
about the same height, I'd say,
Let's see.
give or take.
I guess talk a little bit because we
I don't know,
definitely got to
look at
get out
that
of here.
photo
We're
of
running
us
on
two.
2
I
hours now.
don't know.
We're about 20 minutes over schedule because we started right at.
It's okay.
Why
Yeah, we're
you want to
good.
be Cook and I have to be Nancy?
The dynamic relationship
I'm
between
not throwing it out there, man.
what is really
Someone
that
else's.
especially everything you've touched on with Johnny, things he found out, the hitchhiker blabbing his
Yeah.
mouth. You know, what is that relationship like? The dynamic between Johnny and Nancy
I think it's
from each side, I guess.
You ever heard a teenager, even though Johnny's not a teenager, where a mom or a dad's like, "Sweetie, let's go," and the teenager's like, "Hey, fuck you, mom." We like this. Sorry. You know, and then the mom's like, "Oh, sweetie."
Bro
don't say
literally
that."
co-owns the company and asks if
They're
he's allowed to cuss.
oblivious to getting stepped on by their kids.
Uh-huh.
So there's a lot of that of Johnny telling her, "Be quiet, I hate you," or it's a rocky, volatile relationship because
It's
he knows.
understandable considering that Nancy killed.
I'm
his
It's
Sissy.
not just, "Oh, I love
What the
you."
heck?
Yeah,
Now she
What is that
is.
supposed to mean?
I don't
Johnny,
know.
don't say that.
right.
Johnny,
That's why I said both because it's gonna
baby,
be
don't
different.
say that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's rocky because Johnny knows what happened, and he'll never forgive her for it. But at the same time, he's
Oh, so Cook is the older brother.
So what's he gonna
I
do?
guess
He's
it's
either
mentioned
leave
in
or
part
deal with
2.
it or kill her.
Okay.
So maybe one day he does kill her. Who knows?
Stay tuned for that.
Who knows? I mean, he's a cold-blooded killer at the end of the day. So just like Sissy, you push him too far. I will.
Yeah, I
Speaking of
didn't know
love,
Hitchhiker
I
died in
want
the
to clear
first
one thing
film.
up.
Sure.
The
Yeah,
word
very
sweetie.
end.
Yeah.
Well, this game
Someone
is
asked
based
in our
off of the
age, does that
first
mean
film,
love, by
and
the way?
Kim was heavily involved.
Does
So
that
like,
mean
No,
love?
it's like
maybe
your
they're just
grandmother.
basing
They
everything they
think
know off
because
the
certain
first
characters
film.
Say, "Oh, sweetie."
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
sweetie.
That's
It's a southern term of
I was just-
endearment. It's
correct.
the way that your grandmother would say, "Oh, sweetie, it's okay."
yeah.
To a kid, or a parent may say, "Sweetie,
Yeah.
calm down."
It's
So,
not-
and it's really a term, an old term.
It is.
It was
old
used in the
school,
50s,
too.
60s, 70s, and
Correct.
80s. So if you're not from the South and didn't grow up in that time, I can see why you think it would mean love.
I really hope the new family member can
But yeah, a lot of our characters
jump
call each other,
over
"Sweetie,
barriers.
calm down. Oh, sweetie."
That'd be
right?
crazy.
It doesn't mean that they're lovers.
It would be.
It just means
Imagine the
They
new
care about
family
each
can just
other. in a protective
jump down
kind of
wells.
way.
Yeah.
It's something you would say to coddle someone and try to be like, "I got you. Sweetie, it's okay." Not, "Hey, baby."
No, it's definitely not that.
So I just want to clear that up, 'cause I know
Imagine
people have
if
been
the
thinking
new
about it for a
family
year or two
member
now.
Yeah.
'Cause they see the VO
grapples.
lines, but yeah.
No,
Oh, God.
Can you
but
imagine
yeah,
that?
Flip the
South,
script on
especially
them.
in that time, like you said.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
my
it would be
grandmother
the same
called
like
everyone
Win
sweetie.
Laws, but
I mean, sweetie.
if a family
sweetie,
could
hey,
hold
sweetie.
a
Hey,
victim
sweetie.
in a
Like, it's
single
just a thing.
spot for a few
Yeah, we're
seconds,
there.
so like
Yeah.
Bubba or
I'm
someone
gonna get
else
to a couple
can
questions that you
run
had
up on
from
them and
Yep.
do damage.
Instagram.
Yeah,
And
with
we're
a
gonna close
decent
up the show.
cooldown, that
I'm
would
sure
actually be
everyone
a
out there
pretty
is
cool
not
power.
too happy with us.
Yeah.
So let's move.
Yeah.
It's 5 o'clock.
Let's move on.
It can also be used.
This is actually a good
You know, you
question.
can hit them like 3-4
how did
times.
you
You
come
think
up
they're low
with family
HP, start a
members'
grapple,
abilities?
win.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'd start with their looks.
That's a good
Figure
idea.
out-
actually.
I know Johnny's easy because I want him to be a stalker and a predator.
Hunter.
So him tracking
And
people
also people can stop
makes
complaining about
complete
grappling
sense,
being
right?
overpowered.
Because that's how he would
Absolutely.
find you. The cook's
I mean,
old,
it's fine at
so
$10
hearing
table
aid.
now.
Plus, he would know the entire map completely because he's one of the oldest members.
Mhm.
So I feel like he would pick up on creaks and cracks.
Sure.
So that's how we did the noise. Sissy, flowers. What can she do with the flowers? What did she do with flowers? That was always a thing. Oh, grind them up into a poison.
Yeah.
So, and then it's the hitchhiker. Of course, he would be making gnarly traps out of bones and stuff because that's what that freak does.
I like Johnny's line. How do you make those weird?
Yeah, how do you make those weird ass traps? Yeah,
Anyway.
exactly. So
Voiced by the great
it's a
Damien
visual
Buffet.
thing. It's a
Yes.
visual thing that plays into the way they look.
Yeah.
What is the thing that that works for gameplay based on? So you have lots of ideas for abilities, and you narrow it down to one that fits the look of the character. Nancy and her eye, and Nancy pulling out barbed wire because that's something that she would do because she's insane. It's the opposite of what she looks like.
It's true.
So really, that's how you come up with it.
That's super cool.
It's part visual,
Yeah.
And what works for gameplay.
Yeah, obviously.
So,
yeah, because
Not to gloss over that.
can't ignore that.
Not to
fact.
gloss over it, but yeah. And also the victims also have things that tie into their personality. Toughness for Anna. Picking locks for Connie because she's
Getting
can
chased by a
fix things on the
nugget,
fly.
says someone.
And then
Yeah.
Julie,
Absolutely.
stamina. So Sonny, highlighting, using his smarts and his wits. Those are all just character traits, the way they were written, trying to show that in the game world visually. So yeah,
That's
once
cool.
you have the character's bio and what they are as a
It is.
person,
Makes that so
you
much
makes
easier.
that a little bit easier.
Yeah.
You just have to figure out what works and what's too gamey, not too gamey, where's the line at. So
Yeah. One last question we had here is so pre like the first film, right? Pre our game, pre Sally, for instance, from the first film.
yeah,
Did anyone ever escape the family?
no, or else they'd be caught. Now, Johnny has gone out, and
No.
we know he's failed
Yep.
because the Pflugerville incident, where he got his scar in his shoulder. There was multiple girls in that house. He thought there was one. He wakes up and all of a sudden gets stabbed by a friend. And like,
Yeah.
So those two people know they survived,
Absolutely.
right? And Sissy has survivors. Like they mess up when they're out away from the house. But
That's
no
when
one has.
mistakes happen.
Yes, exactly. No one has survived the house
Got it.
encounters. But that doesn't mean that there aren't people who survived out in the wild who
So that means
know what Johnny looks
that
like.
it's official.
They
Our
know
main
what Sissy
cast
looks
is
like, but
dead.
once again,
Yeah.
there's no internet. When the police ask you what they look like, you tell them. But okay, there's no database,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can get away with a lot back then.
I agree,
Yeah,
Cam.
so-
She's kind of like the
but
leader.
yeah,
of
no
the
one
toughest nails or
survived.
power.
Sally's the
Anna's
first
nothing.
to leave the family house, which is why.
You know,
it's
Yeah,
not
I
there.
agree. She's the final girl.
her
That makes
her
sense.
Sally's solely
combat voice
responsible
lines are the only thing that's
for them
unique.
going through the tunnels.
The others
Yeah,
are
in
like,
part
I'm
two.
tougher than a wolf.
for running.
Or,
Yeah, they had
you
to
know,
leave.
you
because
won't
She knows,
follow
she
me.
knows where the house is,
Yeah.
and they're on the run.
and then
so-
she's over here.
man.
What did you do to my
Whatever.
sister?
yeah,
But
You know,
Yeah.
dude, this was a lot of fun.
Her
Before I
voice
get to
lines
that,
is more intense
I
than the
have
others.
one request. Please never give Cook a horse in the game. Can we never do that?
the good news is we're not going to do any horse tech.
That's
so-
good. There's a little meme
Yeah.
going in within the community. Cook must have horse. Cook have horse. No, Cook's probably not going to get a horse, y'all. So
Yeah, and that is all the questions. Yeah.
yeah, we hit them all.
Oh, Danny and Anna.
Oh, yeah. You know,
Are there relationships?
yeah. Are they?
Here's the
tight?
deal, because they haven't met very much in person.
Okay.
After the tragedy, it's only been a couple weeks. They haven't had time to get closer. So you would think that after a tragedy like that,
Sure.
your sister's missing, my girlfriend's missing.
Yeah.
We grow close over time.
Sure.
And if it was months and months and months, they certainly would, because people find solace.
We
in-
didn't have months and months.
No.
Danny
So-
is
they
what's
didn't,
more.
actually.
They
Yeah,
did.
they confirmed
So
that
they
he
only
went
had,
looking for her first and
about
got
a
caught.
week before they start going, oh God, she's missing. What are we going to do? And yeah, they're talking on the
Ooh,
phone.
someone in
trying to
chat just
console
said
each other,
this.
But they don't have the time to
unique
nurture that
victim
relationship.
grapple animations.
Usually happens
Right.
when someone
Different
loses a
animations
brother
for,
and
like,
his
winning
sister
animations?
become
Yeah,
close.
as in
So yeah,
the
they
settings
would.
before a game starts. You can pick
Absolutely
an
would be
animation
trying to
that
take
you
care of her.
when you win.
Oh, that'd be
Danny
cool.
Absolutely would.
But there's also like
what he's been.
unique,
If he didn't
unique
go
for
to his
each killer.
house and
Yeah.
it was a different story and they got
And also
close
people
to
are just
each
gonna
other,
pick the shortest ones.
Danny would absolutely
Yeah.
try to take care of Anna.
Love it.
And completely
So
be the
I
big
mean,
brother and make
it
sure that
sounds
she
cool
was
on
good
paper,
and
but there's a
taken care
lot
of.
to
So
it.
he'd be at their house talking to the mom and consoling them, and he may have even moved there.
Sounds like a
Sonny doing a
Yeah, well,
karate
I
kick.
said if.
That's
And down.
Fair.
No.
If.
Fair. I tried to squeeze one out of you before we got out of here.
Nope.
Not happening.
That's
Not
it.
happening.
Okay, I think we're done.
Yeah, I think we're going to wrap this up. We went over about a good 20, 30 minutes here, but we tried
It's
to.
fun.
It was a lot of fun. Thank you.
And I don't get to get on the couch very often, so
Yeah, the fact that we got you here to join us, we couldn't do this stream without you. Period.
I
So
hope I answered everyone's questions.
I hope so too. I'm
Yep.
sure there'll be more coming through eventually. Who knows if we can ever do something like this again down the road, but
Very cool.
Yeah, just a lot of fun. To the community, we appreciate you spending your time in Texas, joining us for this stream today. Be on the lookout for our social channels at TX Chainsaw Game on the Twitter and Instagram, and of course check out our community hub. Our great community manager.
But here's
Sid
a quick
Silva's
teaser,
written up
Virginia.
Some good stuff on there lately. So
And if you got
Please.
good concept art,
Please.
make sure you send it to me.
yes,
I'm only on Instagram though, Ronnie Hobbs. I want to see it. Like,
Yep.
send it to me as a message or tag me or something. Because
you heard it.
if you send it to Andy, he may not show me.
I share. That's fair.
He
I
may
gotta get in
hoard,
the habit of.
he may hoard it.
Well, I share it a lot with everyone, but sometimes you were busy, and
Yeah,
I gotta get in the habit of sending you stuff directly. But
Yeah.
thank you guys. Be on the lookout for news and updates on our social channels.
Ronnie looks like
I'll
Wes's
see a
shaven
lot
brother.
of you in the Gun Discord and the TX Chainsaw Game
I
subreddit.
always come back.
Until then, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care
Thank
of
you.
each other, y'all. Be good.
Please.
Damn
No.
it.
No, Virginia.
Oh, Virginia, dude. Well, that was pretty cool.
It was.
I like that stuff, so. But that's it for me, dude. I have to, unfortunately, go be an adult and go to work.
Oh, that sucks. I was just an adult, but now I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be holed up in my room playing Rebirth all day.
I was gonna say, yeah, you gotta hang out with Final Fantasy VII, huh?
Yeah.
Well, thank
By
you
the
for
way, 170 votes on the poll, by the way. 66% for New Victim,
Thanks
33
for the donation.
for
You're
Museum.
safe for now, but I'll see you soon.
damn. Almost 200 votes.
So, well,
people want
yeah.
people want the victim, all right. Yeah, hopefully we get some more news on her soon.
Uninteractive just donated 7.
Done with the 754.
They said thanks for showing and watching our stream. You and your cool friends playing the game is great when you all have fun. Keep
Thank
giving
you.
us feedback.
Alrighty, Calf. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully.
For the future.
Yeah.
This will be a
For some
killer
TCM
year
TCM?
for the game smiles.
Yeah.
Shell R
I mean,
just sent
if I
a
was able to
super
hold off
sticker with
Rebirth just for this, then I mean, come on.
That's fair.
It's today's launch day, man. Can you? I had school because I had the test and classes today. I'm going to bed at 12, and I just see the countdown for the game opening in like 20 minutes. I'm like, I really want to play it, but I can't. Oh, that was miserable.
These chat messages seem pretty positive. I was
They
wondering.
got pretty weird.
Yeah,
at
that's
times.
just normal now. Michelle with the $3
Yeah.
bomb. Thank you, Michelle. You've been insane this stream.
She gets the last laugh.
Drop some hype for her. William as well. You guys have all been so cool. But alrighty, Calf. I'll see you tomorrow, dude.
All right, see you, man.
All right, peace. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the end of today's stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, talking TCM lore. A lot of really cool stuff, man. I don't know. Maybe we'll make a video like putting this all together, talking about it. Listen, I just uploaded a new episode of Meet the Slaughters about shirtless Johnny. Please go check it out if you haven't. You know, smash the like button, comment down below. Enjoy the series. And yeah, that's all I have for you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be live again, and I hope to see your faces there. And that's it. Take care. Enjoy your Thursday. Damn, it's only Thursday. Damn. All right. Enjoy it. Have a good one. Peace.